can't seek the death penalty if he's convicted of killing healthcare executive Brian Thompson. Relief for defense attorney Karen Agnifilo.
Double jeopardy is a big thing here, right? Mr. Mangione is being charged in 3 different cases for one incident. So we're going to continue to fight for that as well.
But the judge also giving a win to prosecutors, allowing key evidence to remain, including a gun found in Mangione's backpack during his arrest. Actress Catherine O'Hara is being remembered as a comedy legend. She died after what's described as a brief illness and a decades-long career on TV and in movies. Fox's Jonathan Hunt.
Catherine O'Hara learned her comedy craft in the 70s at Toronto's Second City Theatre Comedy Club, honed those same skills with the sketch comedy TV show SCTV before making the move to movies and getting her first big role in Tim Burton's Beetlejuice in 1988.
And that was followed by what became an iconic role, Kevin's mom in Home Alone. Catherine O'Hara was 71. America is listening to Fox News.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
This President's Day, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Ben Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G coverage. What? Franklin wasn't even a president. Hang on to those Benjamins. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, to switch to an American wireless company that's truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
How you doing? Look out. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer Let It Rip Friday with Pete Davis, sidekick. He's in the stars. He's in the global star network of the stars of the earth of the world. Oh, my God. And the mechanical mangler at the controls. It's Flounder, and it's Let It Rip Friday. Anything goes on 106.3, and it's going to be getting chilly. All right, boys, here we go. I
forgot my jacket, too, today.
Oh, well, today's not bad. Today, I mean, it's probably, in fact,
this evening, when we leave, it'll probably start to be chilly.
When you go, I mean, I dress for the parking garage. I swear, I'm not making that up. I really, if it's a difference of 10 degrees, I bundle up. If the temperature outside is 42, I know the parking garage entry ramp where they have the reverse furnace thing is in with a sign that says Saturday. No, it doesn't say that at all. But if it's 45 degrees outside, I guarantee that parking garage entrance ramp is about 26. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's like an ice fudge factory through there. Anyway, so I always bundle. I brought a scarf. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder also goes. Let It Rip Friday. It should be funny. We have a lot of newsy stuff today, and love to hear from you what you're doing. We got a cold weather thing coming up. Ken Cook will join us at 5:30. Neal Boortz at 4:30, as it would normally for. It's 4:30 today. Holy crap! At sports, we've got tweets, we got Flounder's funnies, we got phone calls, we got people. You're going to hear some comments about the business with the arrests of Don Lemon and all that kind. And by the way, I can see me doing this. Here's a new scenario. I have my tape recorder, and I'm walking into a church. When I go to the stable on Sunday, there's a little Roswell Baptist church or something up that area. I think I'll take a tape recorder, and I'll barge into the ceremony while they're giving their special prayers, and I say, all right, you bastards, my name is the Kimmer, and I'm now here as a reporter doing interviews with all you people. First, young lady, what's your name? I don't think I can do that on the basis of freedom of the press. That just because I pretend to be a reporter doesn't mean I can go barge into a church service. Oh, it's freedom of the press. No, it's not. That's got what he did. It's got nothing to do with freedom of the press. Anyway, we'll talk about all that kind of stuff. And by the way, I don't care whether they love it. The Democrats want more people dead. I really mean that. Like, honest to God, mean that in the depths of my heart. I believe that the leaders of this insurrection want more people dead. I think they haven't gone far enough. I think they're afraid that the momentum is starting to ease because they got more guards and people. It's still going down like this. And I think they want more people dead. I really do. I think, and the Don Lemon arrests are going to be, he's the new hero for Anna Navarro now said she wants to marry him. And he'll be a role model for all young women out there to marry and be their father. These people. And more, Giancarlo, what's his name, Gus Frayne from Breaking Bad. Holy smokes. I heard that last night on Jesse Kelly going home. I thought, oh my God, he's actually calling for a revolution and blaming it on us. That's what's so funny. They're blaming it on us, but they're the ones who are causing this, and they want the revolution, but they're blaming it on us as though they have to fight the revolution by the Nazis of Donald Trump. I mean, honest to God, I wish we had a media. If we had a media back in the old days when Eric Severide would go on CBS, and now tonight's commentary. You idiots, stop this nonsense. I'm Eric Severide. I mean, seriously, nobody would have put up with this kind of crap, back in the day.
Edward point out the hypocrisy. How this has happened since Obama, and no one said a word.
It's unbelievable. We mentioned yesterday Obama deported 5 million people. Clinton deported 12 million. And everybody was all happy. It's all, they're doing their job at the border. I mean, anyway. So we'll talk about all that kind of stuff. And again, Ken Cook at 5:30 on the weather's coming. I guess we're going to get some kind of snow in the area. Now, whether it's in the mountains of Macon and gets to, Alpharetta, we don't know. But again, the southeast is getting hit again. Nobody knows for sure until it gets a lot closer.
It went from an inch or two earlier this afternoon to now they're saying tonight we may get less than an inch, and they don't know what's going to happen.
We'll get some. I mean, I think the chances of us getting an ice storm are basically nil. No. I think we're going to get cold weather, and there may be some snow, but it's not. You couldn't even make a snowball, so it's going to be that light powdery stuff if it happens. Apparently, so I wouldn't worry about it. I'd be prepared for cold weather. In fact, I kind of Googled some things about stuff. I think the word still is you should drip your faucets even inside your house. Drip your faucets for the pipes to keep flowing, and also cover up your outdoor faucet if you have a hose. Bring the hose in if you have a hose. I brought mine in last week, and cover up that hose faucet on the outside of your house if you can. And they're even saying things like open up your cabinet doors, like under your sink and near the refrigerator, to keep the pipes warm in there too. Keep the air flowing. So anyway,
don't open the refrigerator door.
No. The cabinets, the cabinets by any of your appliances. Open those cabinets under your sink and under your stove, stuff like that.
Okay, here's a quick question for you. Yeah. Do you run warm water or cold water?
Well, I was going to ask you about that. I believe that
cold water.
Yeah, I believe that you run the cold water, and because you don't want to run the hot water because that's what kills all the spiders.
Apparently, you have to. Again, this is what Veronica told me. I don't know if it's true or not, but you need to do. It needs to run. Yeah, versus like drip.
Yeah, it should actually have a little teeny stream in there.
That's the exact opposite of everything I've heard.
Yeah, so I disagreed with her, and of course that turned into an argument.
Okay, well, on the other hand,
she's right. Of course.
Okay, I know. We're only talking here, like 48 hours or so. So it's not going to hurt you if you have a little teeny drip or a little. I mean, you got to do something. So be smart to do something. You can't.
Supposedly, warm water, because of the molecular closeness or something, will actually freeze quicker than cold water.
Well, they say, in fact, isn't it true that if you put warm water in an ice cube tray and put it in the freezer, it freezes faster than cold water? Yeah.
I don't know.
By the way, I've got a question. And again, we have all kinds of. We have the Epstein Files story. We have that Mangioni's apparently girl crowd is all excited now because they're not going to kill him. Although there apparently be some debate on that with the appeals and stuff. Anyway, I have something's coming up in one of my stories here later on today, and it reminds me of a TV series that was on a few years ago. It was very popular, and I can't remember the name of the damn thing. And it was very popular stars. And the story was that there was a white guy. And he was married to, or the girlfriend or a boyfriend of, this hot blonde chick, and one of his best friends, so they worked with, was this black guy. And one of the setups of the story of the series was that she used to date the guy, but she said, I haven't dated him in a long, long, long time. And so she and the white guy were together, and she got pregnant, and they were all excited when she had her baby, and the baby was black. And so it was, yikes. And so anyway, and that was the kind of the basis of but I can't remember the name of the show, and it was very popular. It was a hot blonde chick, and I can't read. It's killing me. And the guy was very popular, like Ryan. It wasn't Ryan Reynolds, but it was someone like that. And I even grokked it, and Grok couldn't figure it out. And it's driving me nuts. It was a series, and it was very popular. And she's a hot blonde. Oh, God, it's just driving me nuts. Anyway, if anybody can help me out here, because I got a story that's going to remind me of that, and I'll think of it tomorrow. I'm going to text you tomorrow morning, like 3:26, I'm guessing.
You better not.
But our number is 404-741-1230.
Let's see. Silent, mute.
741
right now.
1230. Anyway, if you could help us out here. Deborah Pete and Flounder. Okay. Geez. Oh, also thank you to Bill Sheehan. Yesterday, he texted me while I was on, and I got confused or something. We were talking about.
Is it My Name is Earl?
Yes.
Liberal John. Liberal John just called in and gave us
John,
that.
Thank you, Liberal John. Well, you can come up and bash us for 20 seconds. You got a free 20-second bash of the Kimber for Liberal John to say thank you. I'm very, very. Yeah, that's it. My name is Earl. And who's the chick and the guy? Remember their names? They were very well known. I mean, it was
Jason Lee or something.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Not Jamie Lee Curtis.
It was Jamie somebody. Jamie.
Hold on.
She's not that big a star. She's
but she was hot, and she was. But it was a really funny, and it was a good show. It was a
good actress.
But for some reason, it slipped my face. Anyway, well, thank you, Liberal John. Excellent.
Jamie Presley.
That's it, Jamie Presley. And I can't remember the name of the guy either. But anyway,
we got Swatoon on the horn.
Swatoon, you're on the radio. What's going on? Happy Friday, sir, and welcome.
Hey, man, welcome. Thanks.
This is Liberal John. I apologize.
Jason Lee.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
This is the main character.
I'm sorry.
Professional skater, too.
Oh, it's Liberal John. We thought it was Swatoon. This is Liberal John. So I'm sorry,
Liberal John called in and gave us the name, My Name is Earl.
Yeah, I don't know her name, but his name was...
Jason Lee, Ethan Sopley, and then Eddie Steeples, Jamie Priestley. So
Jamie Priestley, yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, listen, thanks. I really appreciate it. Now, do we have Swatoon, or did I make a thing here or what, Flounder? Do we know? All right, hold on a second. Well,
right here.
I'm sorry, Swatoon, is that you?
Swatoon's right here. My apologies.
No, you're good. It's good. Hey, Swatoon, welcome, my friend. What's going on?
Hey, you guys heard about protests from the kids going out to schools to protest today, I guess?
Yeah, so I shut down everything day or something, and of course, some schools are threatening them. You're going to be in trouble if you pull it off. I don't know what happened. We heard anything about it?
Well, I just have an update. I just drove by the Wheeler High School.
Yeah.
And there was about 10 kids outside. They look like boys, looks like soy boys. Females are just like regular. But there's one stuff in the middle of them. There's a 60-year-old or to 70-year-old woman on her phone with lots of signs holding.
Really?
In her hands. But there's not many kids to give all the signs to kids. And the kids are low energy. Like, when I was driving by them, they didn't even scream or lift the signs or anything. They just looked at me, I looked at them, and they just put their head down. Like, so, yeah, that's the future of America.
Yeah, sweeping. That's a good point, Swatoon. That's the freaking future of America. And again, I just saw that a survey again came out, the famous one, Gallup or something, and it said that 49% of Americans between 18 and 34, 50% believe that socialism's just fine. 50%, 46%.
Hey, Kimmer, I mean, having the extremely high colorful frog, it's also a good thing because I never have it. It doesn't matter if it's going to kill me if I touch it, but people don't get it. I mean, like me, I understand all this. My kids have no idea what, for them, socialism might sound good in the future, but I'm going to try to raise them not to believe that stuff because this is the country, this is the ultimate freedom. Even though your freedom is restricted by Washington and politicians, you still have more freedom than any other country in the world.
Yeah, and I guarantee your kids know that, and they've learned that more than most Americans' kids, especially all those people protesting right now, could learn a lesson from you and your children, Swatoon. Semper Fi, my friend. God bless America. Thanks, man. 3:15. Cold's coming. We'll talk about it. Board's coming up. Ken Cook. We got stuff. We got news. We got Catherine O'Hara sad story. 71. That's just not right. Just not right. Anyway, here we go. Let her rip Friday. What do you think? Here we go.
The legend Neal Boortz is only on Extra 106.3. With daily commentary you'll hear throughout the day. And he's on live with the Morning Extra every Tuesday morning at 7:30. Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station, Extra 106.3. And catch all of Neal's commentary on the Extra app.
Well, I'm not sure about the snow, but the cold weather. And again, if you're a landscaper putting in things in the backyard and taking care of landscaping stuff, Stovall and Company, your third-generation family, Paul and the boys, 11 locations. Liz went up there in Canton. And they have the sprinkler systems and irrigation and like concrete-type stuff supplies for an outdoor kitchen or fireplace by the pool or something like that, as well as, the sod and seeds and landscaping stuff like, plants and trees and flowers and shrubs and the whole deal. And the thing is, honestly, they're a family business. So, if you need it right now, it's on the way. And if you need something they don't have, they'll actually tell you where else to get it. These people, you'll love them. StovallInc.com.
Hey, Atlanta, if you've been waiting for the right time to upgrade your truck, this is it. Because right now at Jim Ellis Buick GMC, you can save up to $13,250 off MSRP on in-stock 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 crew cabs,
including elevation, SLT, and Denali trims. Whether you need it for work, play, or both, here's the real savings example. A 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 elevation, stock number GS4601, MSRP $68,545.
After $10,250 in Jim Ellis discounts, your sale price is just $58,295. And if you've got a 2011 or newer vehicle to trade, you can qualify for up to $3,000 in trade assistance, pushing your total savings up to $13,250 off MSRP.
Find your new Sierra and save at JimEllisBuickGMC.com or shop in person, located on Peachtree Boulevard, just inside the perimeter, or off Highway 20 in Buford.
Offer excludes TABT and state fees and expires January 31st, 2026. So don't wait.
Jim Ellis Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
This Valentine's Day, give a gift that says forever and a night out that says, I thought of everything. Hi, I'm Jaron Solomon, and right now at Solomon Brothers, when you spend $9.99 or more, dinner at Michelin recommended Tiny Lou's is on us. Tiny Lou's is a chic French-American brasserie serving seasonally inspired French favorites, complemented by a French-focused wine list. It's intimate, retro chic, and the perfect setting for romance. So whether it's diamond studs, trendy layered necklaces, or the bracelet she's been hinting at, you're not just giving a gift, you're creating the whole evening. One stop, one perfect surprise. At Solomon Brothers, we don't just help you get Valentine's Day right, we help you earn credit for planning the whole thing in advance. Solomon Brothers Jewelers, Buckhead, Alpharetta, and Sharpsburg, helping Atlanta say I do and I love you since 1982.
A new year means new opportunities to secure your retirement goals. At Master Plan Retirement Consultants, we help you start fresh with holistic retirement planning to create a personalized retirement roadmap designed with you and for you. Our boutique team serves you with fiduciary care, ensuring every step moves you closer to a confident, sustainable retirement. As we all know, the best retirement asset is peace of mind. Make 2026 the year you take control with confidence. Schedule your complimentary consultation today at masterplanretire.com. Master Plan Retirement Consultants. Plan well and prosper.
Advisory services offered through Master Plan Retirement Consultants, Inc., a registered investment advisory in the state of Georgia. Insurance, tax, and commodity services offered through Fricks & Associates, Inc., DBA Master Plan Retirement Consultants. The aforementioned are affiliated companies.
Did you know that there are over 34,000 lawyers in the state of Georgia? Yet despite that huge number, Bruce Hagan was recently named by his peers as one of the top 100 lawyers in the state. Do you know who is not among the top 100 lawyers in the state? Some clown standing on top of an 18-wheeler. Those kind of lawyers may make flashy ads, but they're just marketers, not real lawyers. If you've been injured in a car wreck, you need Bruce Hagan, a real lawyer who tries cases and wins. Call Bruce Hagan. He's the real deal for your injury case. Hagan-law.com.
Thousands of veterans across Georgia are missing out on the benefits they've earned through their service. The Warrior Alliance is changing that by connecting veterans and their families to life-changing resources and support. Tune into the Warrior Alliance Network, our podcast and radio show dedicated to helping veterans succeed after service. Join us every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 106.3 to hear inspiring veteran stories, discover free programs, and learn about career opportunities available to you. Subscribe to the Warrior Alliance YouTube channel today day.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Plus, get free home delivery on most beds with base. Limited time. For JD Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at a Sleep Number store today.
Let it rip Friday, 106.3. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. And the Stones with Mick Jagger. Another incredible accolade on this day in 2013. The magnificent Mick Jagger. I guess probably the handsomest guy we've ever seen. Named the most stylish rock star of all time. Okay. Mick Jagger. It was a website called Complex. Mick Jagger led the list of the top 50 most stylish rock stars of all time. The list included Prince, David Bowie, Kurt Cobain, Sid Vicious, and Keith Richards. The company stated, even today, he wears silk scarves and suits with more rakish appeal than most men, and he's pushing 70. Of course, this was 13 years ago, too. So anyway, well, guy, you got to give him credit. The man's, what is he, 80-something years old, and he's still rocking and rolling, jumping up and down like a freaking Jackman Flash Man. So, that's, I hope I'm not still working when oh, sorry. And now, our birthday list. Phil Collins. And by the way, I heard the morning show. Talking to Smart One. Yeah, they're saying, they're talking about one of their famous singers, one of their favorite singers, Phil Collins. So Tug says, I'm gonna break the Kimmer's heart. Phil Collins is 75 today. Because he wanted to make sure that he mentioned Phil Collins' birthday. They want to do their own, and the Smart One has that story time. That's history. That's the history list. And Tug, loves to give the birthdays, but he doesn't want to call it today's birthday list. So they just kind of tease the Kimmer. Anyway, in case you missed it.
Imitation is the nicest form of flattery.
That's the thing. I know, it's just, I know it's kind of a thing going, but I have kind of a warm feeling. Phil Collins, 75. In the air tonight, Against All Odds, Another Day in Paradise, Easy Lover, Susu Studio, Two Hearts. I didn't like any though. What's the one I have? I have one of those on my Magic Stick. It's the one from a movie, I think. About how he's taking the train. He's going to go to the train station and
Against All Odds.
No. It's they're packing up, and I'm going to the train station at 3 a.m, and I'll be on the train. It's a real sad song. And I guess he broke up, and he's going on a train somewhere. Anyway, I had that on my Magic Music Stick. And happy birthday, Phil, 75. And on this day in history, this was bizarre. It was a different time, all right. 1835. Andrew Jackson became the first president to survive an assassination attempt. Andrew Jackson was attacked by a guy with a pair of pistols, 2 pistols, and both misfired. So that's when the 67-year-old Andrew Jackson beat the crap out of him with his walking stick. The guy was being pummeled until finally, security guards caught the guy. He was found insane and was sentenced to life in an insane asylum. But anyway, so the guy shot 2 pistols, both misfired. So Andrew Jackson just sort of beat the crap out of him with it. I think that's pretty funny. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, 3-4-24. 404-741-1230. Oh, by the way, Neal Boortz will be joining us at 4 o'clock. What happened was we said it was going to be on today at 4:30, which is not normal. And we had, we have like 1,200 phone calls, Flounder. It was unbelievable. And they said, we're not waiting until 4:30. We're just not waiting until 4:30.
That's exactly what happened.
I was 1,400 freaking phone calls. And even that guy, what's his name, Billy, the new program director? Billy? Andy. Came screaming and said, what the hell did you do? What the hell did you do? His freaking phone's going crazy. I said, they're not waiting until 4:30 for what? He said, I didn't know what you're talking about. I said, well, Mr. Boortz was going to be delayed for half an hour, so I said, hey, Neal, please, they're killing you. We got to go on at 4. He says, okay, fine. So he's going on at 4 as we normally planned. So, anyway, as you wish. No, say we're here to please. We here? All right. So, what are you taking notes? What are you doing over there?
Copious notes. Management's behest.
Yeah, with management. Yeah. You notice they don't come in here.
They work through proxies.
Yeah, when I come in the door, they all kind of start looking the other way. So it's kind of,
Oh, that's a salespeople.
Which is just the way I like it. All right, 3:25. Get off my. There we go. All right, some very sad news. Catherine O'Hara died. I love her. I think she's just wonderful. Yeah. I love her. Catherine O'Hara from Schitt's Creek, Home Alone, died at 71. She's a Toronto actress. One of 7 children. She started her career, and Pete, you'll know about this. Founders probably, you're way too young for this. Second City. Do you know what Second City is? Flounder, do you know what Second City is?
Yeah, it's like a smaller SNL.
Yeah, it's their version,
yes.
Canadian version,
Toronto
basically.
version.
Yeah, and very popular. And they spawned a whole bunch of
John Candy,
everybody,
and, Eugene Levy, and Harold Ramis,
and one after another.
Oh my God, Mike Myers,
a lot of guys who didn't make it in America.
Dan Aykroyd.
They went to Canada to prove their worth, and then came back to America. I mean, it was really a
SNL rated them.
Yeah, exactly. They did. That's where they got their stuff. Anyway, so she was part of that, Catherine O'Hara, and then she rose to fame with the role of Delia Dietz in Beetlejuice with Winona Ryder. Then she was Macaulay Culkin's mom in the first 2 Home Alones. She was, and again, the shows I know her most in are Best in Show, Waiting for Guffman, A Mighty Wind, and For Your Consideration. All from that same, troupe, basically.
Yeah,
and
Christopher Guest.
Yeah, all funny.
And she was in The Studio with Seth Rogen, which actually made Seth Rogen funny. It was an amazing achievement.
Yeah,
The Studio was that's the last thing I think she's done.
Really, I didn't see it. I never saw it. Catherine O'Hara, dead at 71, and they say it was a short illness. I don't know what kind. Obviously, well, I don't know. Anyway, 71 years old, Catherine O'Hara. What a shame.
Beautiful too.
Yeah, yeah. Classy, beautiful, smart, quick. I mean, to be an actress and comedian in the. I mean, even the roles like Best in Show. It was a part physical acting where she pretended to be crippled. I mean, she's just very talented, and just seemed very natural, like she was just born to be an entertainer. Anyway, it's a shame. All right, we'll do a couple of things here on the Epstein business, and we'll talk about the Don Lemon getting arrested and all the stuff that means. We got a lot of stuff on that, so we'll get to it shortly. If you haven't heard it, what do you think? I mean, frankly, they should have every single one of those people who came into that church broke the law. And every one of them should have been taken care of the same way that the FBI under the Biden administration and the disgraceful Christopher Wray got after every single one of those thousands of people who went in walking around the Capitol on January 6th. And they all got screwed. They got attacked. They got doxxed. They investigated for their texting messages and phones and credit cards. And I mean, it was unbelievable. And the FBI under the new administration should do the same damn thing to every single person who went in that church. They all broke the law, and if they want to be protesters, a protest is only significant if you have to get punished for it. If you just walk in and say nah, 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 and you get your way, that wasn't a protest. You just a little angry little child who got what you wanted. That's not a protest. Scumbags. Anyway, all right, now that's in a minute. Jeffrey Epstein. All right, I'm going to. All right, by the way, this is going to get a little spicy here for about the next minute. So if you got kids in the car and you're a little nervous, it's not dirty, but it's adulting about Jeffrey Epstein. I'm going to read 2 headlines, and we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back and talk about the story and also the arrest at the Minneapolis stuff. Okay, here's 2 different headlines of the same story. Headline number 1. DOJ releases final tranche of Epstein documents. That's headline number 1. Here's a different source, headline number 2. Jeffrey Epstein says Bill Gates caught sexually transmitted disease from Russian girls, then suggested secretly slipping Melinda antibiotics, new emails, and DOJ release claim. Yikes. So the headline is Bill Gates got a sexually transmitted disease from Russian girls and tried to slip his wife a Mickey of antibiotics?
Yeah, Jesse Kelly has the tweet of the day, and it says, and everyone thought Trump was a Russian insider.
I mean, they got the wrong guy in the Ritz over in Moscow. I mean, this is unbelievable. Anyway, it's all coming up. Kara, Pete, and Flounder, and you. It's Let It Rip Friday. And Ken Cook and Boortz at 4, too. Look out. Oh, my goodness.
Trump is restoring freedom, bringing justice back to America, and restoring power to the people. And the conservative voice of Atlanta has his back and will always bring you the national and local voices you need when it matters most. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
You're setting a lot of goals for 2026, big plans, new adventures, and Subaru of Gwinnett has the vehicles to get you there. The 2026 Subaru Forester is the same reliable SUV that's earned the trust of drivers for decades, but with more adventurous style and more advanced safety technology. And you'll love exploring in the 2026 Subaru Crosstrek. It gives you up to 34 miles per gallon and the power of a 182 horsepower Subaru Boxer engine, adding plenty of go to your adventures. The 2026 Subaru Outback shares your adventurous spirit. With up to 32 miles per gallon and 9.5 inches of ground clearance, you can explore your world with confidence. And the 2026 Subaru Legacy is what happens when we put the best of Subaru into a sedan. A turbocharged 260 horsepower Subaru Boxer engine makes driving a thrill. Love is out there. Find it at Subaru of Gwinnett, Satellite Boulevard in Duluth, or shop online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
Hi, it's Los, here with Tom Mitchell, the Honest Car Guy. Tom, you are changing the way people are buying their next pre-owned car or truck. How are you doing it?
You know, Los, we found a better way for customers to buy a car. An honest way, a very transparent way. You pay what we pay plus our honest fee.
How do you prove that?
We even prove it to you by giving you a copy of the bill of sale at the end of the deal.
How much can people save when they buy their next vehicle with the Honest Car Guy?
I've saved people upwards of $20,000 and $30,000. I mean, it really depends on the year, the make, the model of the car, and the price of the car. You know, on a $15,000 car, I can't save you $20,000. We can probably save you $2,000 or $3,000. But it's through the course of the whole sale. The big one here that people don't realize, the financing. You go into the dealership, they tell you your rate's 9%, or really it's probably 7% because they're allowed to make 2 points on there. The Honest Car Guy, you'll save an average of $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the price of the car.
Folks, if you want to save thousands on your next pre-owned car or truck, try the Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or honestcarguy.com.
Hey, this is John Flading. I'm the president and owner of ATL Turf Co. We have become a highly sought-after turf installation company in the Atlanta and North Georgia luxury residential market. Big reason for that is our installers are ATL Turf Co. employees. We do not outsource labor. They are trained to be experts in the turf installation process, drainage, grading. Just go to atlturfco.com to schedule an appointment.
Byrna was recently ranked number 10 on Forbes' list of the 100 most successful small-cap American companies in 2025. Congratulations. This is a recognition earned by solving real problems for real people. Byrna is proudly all hand-assembled in the United States, right in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Their mission is super simple, designed to stop, not kill. As the world's leader in less lethal personal defense, Byrna creates launchers for everybody in the family. I mean, you got to be over 18. The newest Byrna Compact is small enough to fit in a pocket or a purse, yet powerful enough to deliver real stopping power at 60 feet. It gives you the confidence to defuse a dangerous situation without resorting to killing someone. I carry one. Every member of my family has one, and I urge them keep it within reach. It fires potent, kinetic, tear gas, and pepper ammo rounds that can disable attacker for up to 40 minutes. Law enforcement agencies across the country now relying on Byrna. No background checks, no permits, legal in all 50 states. Ships right to your door. Visit Byrna, BYRNA.com today. Find the right launcher for your family. Byrna, BYRNA.com.
Yeah, all right. Little Stone Roses. There goes something. Yeah, I like the harmony. I don't know much about these people. Seem young. 1990. They were unhappy with a reissue of their band early single Sally Cinnamon by the group Stone Roses. So the Stone Roses said, I got an idea. Stone Roses trashed their record company Revolver's FM offices and tossed paint over all their cars. So they got arrested and were charged with criminal damage. The Stone Roses didn't like the way the music came out. All right, sir. Let's see our birthday list here. Kim Pete and Flounder, Let It Rip Friday. How's it going? It's a beautiful sunny day. It's going to get cold, but that's right. Maybe a little snowy, flicky flick, but nothing to worry about. No ice storm or something, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine together. Ken Cook at 5:30, talk about it, and Neal Boortz at 4. Birthday list. The famous Jew hater, the 5'11" Vanessa Redgrave, is 89 today. The Jew hater is the real-life mom of Nip Tuck star Jolie Richardson. Jolie's sister, the late Natasha Richardson, was Liam Neeson's wife. And the Jew hater Vanessa won an Oscar for the movie Julia. So there you go. She's 89 here today with that thing there. And on this day in history, 1975, Erno Rubik worked for the Academy of Applied Arts and Crafts in Budapest, Hungary. He created a cube puzzle that was built to be used as a teaching tool for his students to help them understand what 3D means. It was not meant to be a puzzle. It was supposed to help solve a structural problem of moving parts individually without having the entire block fall apart. But after he scrambled it for the first time, this guy soon discovered how difficult it was to put it back together again. He applied for a patent for his magic cube on this day in 1975. The first cubes didn't roll out the assembly line for several years. After promoting the puzzle at a toy fair, he sold it to Ideal Toys, who renamed it Rubik's Cube after the guy who invented it. For the record, there are combinations. The number 43, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number 43 followed by 18 zeros. The number of possible combinations, 43 quintillion. I don't ever, I've seen them, I felt them in my hand. I don't think I ever actually tried to solve it because I know I couldn't. I mean, I think I fiddled with it, but I don't think I ever got more than 2 out of the 900 or whatever. Have you guys done Rubik's Cube? Pete, have you ever done a Rubik's Cube? Flounder, have you ever done a Rubik's Cube?
Yeah.
Can you do them? Can you do it?
No.
No, I just played with it.
It's a good door stop.
And by the way, for the record, there are people who can do it in 10 seconds. Kids. I've seen videos. There are children who can do a Rubik's Cube in literally under a minute. I mean, with no problem. And it's like they just go, boom, wham, there you are. I don't know how you have a mind that can. Well, it's like being not autistic. What's the other one? Asperger's or whatever it is, or those smart people have that thing there, Anyway, okie dokie, Kemmer, Pete, and Flounder. Anyway, now the Jeffrey Epstein thing. I did watch a part of in fact, quite a bit of the news conference earlier today by the Assistant Attorney General. That was Todd Blanche. I like this guy, Todd Blanche. He seems like a really good guy, Deputy AG. And he said they're releasing 3 million documents. Okay, 3 million documents. I heard him say that they redacted the faces of every girl in any connection in any of the files. You're not going to see any girls' faces that can ID them in any of the files. But he said they did not redact any male faces or any male figures. They also did not redact anything having to do with international Interpol or international relations or international countries or anything like that. Did not redact any of that. They redacted things that would lead to the identification of the girls. And my question is, and nobody asked him this particular question, does that mean? Well, and then he went on to say also that I don't think the public's going to be uncovering anything that Epstein files that abuse women. There's nothing in there to show that. I don't know whether there are men out there that abuse these women. If we learn about information that allows us to prosecute, you better believe we will. But I don't think the public's going to uncover it in the Epstein files. So the question is, does that mean if you'd redacted all the girls' faces but not the men, does that mean that there are pictures or films of a guy, for example, in a hot tub with a girl whose face was blacked out so they couldn't identify her? Does that still mean there are pictures of men who are doing inappropriate things with young girls? Yes or no? And he said, well, they're not going to. In fact, didn't we see a picture of Epstein with Bill Clinton was in a hot tub or something?
Yes.
Wasn't it? Yeah. But didn't have a girl with him. So, but again, I wonder whether there's any pictures of guys with girls, even though the girls are not identified. And if there are none, then that means you got to be kidding me. We know that we had cameras everywhere. Ghislaine Maxwell's testified to that. Anyway, so again, but that's what they wanted. And by the way, they keep complaining, well, release files. This guy went out of his way. This guy, Todd Blanche, went out of his way to say, in fact, one of the reporters said, well, if you haven't redacted anything, does that mean we're going to show the pictures of Donald Trump showing today? He said, whoa. He said, I'm telling you right now, there's nothing in those 3 million files involving Donald Trump. There's nothing in connecting Donald Trump to anything.
This is what we're going forward. If this happened now, AI could use generated photos to put Trump into anything.
Yeah.
And it looked real.
Yeah. Hey, maybe this. I guess they can't get into the files now, or somebody could. And they're going to try. This is amazing. Anyway, so that's kind of the latest on it. Now, the other thing about Bill Gates. And again, this is apparently he caught an infectious disease from some Russian girls. And it turns out that Jeffrey Epstein was really ticked off because Bill Gates ended their relationship and friendship. Apparently because Bill Gates' wife was getting on his case. And Jeffrey Epstein sent a message to Bill Gates that said, to add insult to the injury, implore me to please delete the emails regarding your STD. Your request that I provide you antibiotics that you can surreptitiously give Melinda and the description of your male unit. Another said he's offered to resign from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I've been in a severe marital dispute between Melinda and Bill. I've been asked and wrongly acquiesced into participating in things that have ranged from the morally inappropriate to the ethically unsound. Helping Bill get drugs, deal with the consequences of sex with Russian girls, facilitating his illicit trusts with married women, to being asked to provide Adderall and bridge tournaments as a medical doctor. Oh, my God. Anyway. There is one photo of Bill Gates smiling with a woman whose face has been redacted, but he's not redacting any of the men or anything international or whatever. And again, it's 3 million files. And clearly, if there was anything involving, if there's video of some foreign sheikh having sex with a 12-year-old, I guarantee you they erased it. Or if it's in the cloud somewhere, but it's not. I guarantee it's not in those files. Anyway, I can't guarantee it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm just be surprised. Anyway, all right, hold everything. All right, now we're gonna play cut 4 and 2 here, Flounder, and then probably I didn't even write down. Oh, yeah, I did. We're going 4 and 2, and then maybe we'll get to cut number 1. All right, here we go. Don Lemon. Don Lemon's now charged with civil rights violations. This is freaking hysterical. He was arrested last night in Los Angeles and handcuffed. He spent the night in jail. And apparently, the poor bastard, he asked the arresting officers to please if he could use his own handcuffs he keeps with him. They're kind of fur covered. It was a Christmas present, apparently. And then it's amazing. Apparently, the video shows Lemon asked the police officer if he could put the cuffs on a little tighter, just kind of remind him of when he gets home. And then when the cop tried to turn around to tighten the cuffs, Lemon tried to kiss him. He said, "Well, I'm sorry," because the cop was black, and Lemon said, "Yeah." And Lemon said, "Well, I'm sorry. I've never been with a black guy before, so that's why he tried to kiss him, because his boyfriend's white. Lemon's boyfriend's white." So anyway, and Anna Navarro now says that Don Lemon is now America's greatest role model, and that every woman would want to marry him and have their daughter marry him too, which is fairly hysterical. Anyway, cut number 4 here, Flounder. Don Lemon. It's just the poor bastard. It's just not fair. Here he is right now, number 4.
And there's a certain degree of entitlement. I think people who are, in the religious groups like that, it's not the type of Christianity that I practice, but I think that they're entitled, and that entitlement comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy. And they think that this country was built for them, that it is a Christian country, when actually we left England because we wanted religious freedom. It's religious freedom, but only if you're a Christian and only if you're a white male, pretty much.
He's married to his boyfriend's a white guy. What a freaking phony. They're going to fight the charges in court. 59-year-old Lemon, part of the dozens of protesters, hoping to kill somebody in there. I guarantee you they want somebody to die. They want another person to die. It's only 2. That's not enough. He's interfering with the Enforcement Act, the Ku Klux Klan Act. preventing people from interrupting several things, including practice of your religion. And also, do you hear this? Check, this is unbelievable. There's one of the hate-filled anarchists, one of the other commies named Nakima Armstrong. It's got number 2 here, Flounder. Nakima Armstrong, one of the other hate-filled commies, says she was forced to pick cotton and say, yes, sir, Mr. Boss, all day long when they took her into custody and handcuffs. So cut number 2, Flounder. Nakima, the slave victim here.
Don't come on my page and say that people should be in this country legally. Don't do it.
Oh.
No!
Ow.
No!
Ow.
He shot her because she was queer.
This is the wrong.
I'm sorry. Here's the right one. I apologize.
That was it. We're going to play that in a minute. That's
My
a girl.
bad.
That's a girl in social media is going to set the record straight
Here's
about
the
these
right one.
whining idiots. And now here's
we
this.
had belly chains around our waist, and we had handcuffs with bars in the middle.
In the
As
middle.
someone who majored in African American studies, I can tell you that is the closest I ever felt to slavery in my life. Being shackled as if I was a slave.
You know what's even
was a
worse?
slave.
You know what's even worse is when you're a nursing student and you're out for a nice jog and a beautiful day and you get murdered and raped by a scumbag who came into the country illegally. And by the way, who now is asking for a new trial. Did you hear that? Breaking news on him. He's asking for another new trial. The guy who killed Laken Riley. I'll give you a trial. And by the way, for the record, that dead insurrectionist, that chick named Good, she lost.
Renee Good.
Yeah, she lost custody of her children. Here's another role model. A screaming, hysterical would-be killer trying to run over a freaking federal agent, disrupt everybody, lost custody of her children. Yeah, another role model for these people. And you're going to hear in a minute, the woman you started hearing a minute ago, trying to explain what's the matter with all these women. That's all coming up. Neal Boortz at 4, Ken Cook, 5:30 back. Cold weather coming. Look out here, 3:47. Ding, da, 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 da.
Did you miss Neal Boortz?
I am shocked.
Don't worry. He's live anytime on the Extra 106.3 app.
Oh, that radio show.
Did traffic cause you to miss some of the Kimmer Show? Get it on the app.
It's all the kids talk about on Monday at school.
With anytime show replays from the Kimmer, Boortz, The Morning Extra, Clay and Buck, and so much more. Plus local headlines and breaking news. Grab the Extra 106.3 app now and start streaming.
John Michaels here. You know I love passion, toughness, and honoring the people who give everything. That's why 13 Heroes Premium Spirits hits home. It was created for the 13 American heroes we lost in Afghanistan. You can support their legacy. Order direct from 13heroes.com, where a per bottle donation is going to go straight to the heroes at the Warrior Alliance. And it's guaranteed to exceed expectation as it's clean and award-winning. Make a difference this season. Order today at 13heroes.com. 13 Heroes, honor, strength, and incredible bourbon.
This is Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing, the honest plumber. Like me, Superior Plumbing has been doing business for more than 40 years. Trust me, to last that long takes dedication to doing the job right and building trust with your customer base. I've used Superior Plumbing for years, and owner Jay Cunningham is committed to making you a customer for life, too. Next time you need a plumber, visit thehonestplumber.com.
Superior, the honest one. Call 770-422-PLUM.
Has it crossed your mind? Have you been considering an electric vehicle? Well, make sure it's practical and make it a Toyota. The new 2026 Toyota BZ, estimated 314-mile all-electric driving range and strong immediate acceleration. 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. Now we're talking about a quiet, smooth ride that also gives you punch. And it makes your daily drive easier on top of that, because with an option to charge at home, you can eliminate gas station stops and keep your routine simple. And here's why to buy at Marietta Toyota. We, of course, have been serving Marietta since 1975, and this team knows Toyota better than anybody else. They know what real inventory is and ongoing support right here on the Kyle Parkway South location. Right now, 0% APR for 72 months plus $3,500 bonus cash on the new 2026 BZ. Marietta Toyota, we've been here and we'll be here for you.
0% APR for 72 months equals $1,389 for $1,000 finance with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. Not all buyers will qualify. $3,500 bonus APR cash from SCTF requires financing with SCTF. Applied as a down payment. No cash back. Offer ends 2/2/26.
Did you know you can add renewing your driver's license or ID card to your grocery list? The Georgia Department of Driver Services now offers self-service kiosks at select Kroger and Publix locations. From renewing or replacing to updating your address, the kiosks will issue a temporary paper license, and you'll receive a permanent card in the mail. Skip the line and save time by adding your driver's license renewal to your grocery list today. You'll even get a $5 discount on your order. Visit dds.georgia.gov to learn more. Sponsored by the Georgia Department of Driver Services.
Matt, where does confidence actually come from?
Well, Brooke, most people think it's about faking it or achieving more. But real confidence starts with something simpler, self-awareness.
So how do you know if you're self-aware? And more importantly, how do you increase it?
That's where our image process comes in at howpeopleseeyou.com.
Is that the same process made famous by casting director Sam Christensen from MASH?
Yeah, and today it's helping corporate professionals show up with clarity and authenticity because confidence starts when who you are matches how you're seen. Learn more at howpeopleseeyou.com and sign up for a free preview event. That's howpeopleseeyou.com.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
What you talking about, Willis? Just speaking a different language, that's all. Here we go. Is this a Bee Gees?
No.
This is the Velvet
Edison Lighthouse. Oh, I missed one. I apologize.
I was going to say.
Move along.
No, look, this is good. And by the way, I screwed you up on the last side. It was my fault. I gave you the wrong thing.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I screwed up. Anyway, hell, it's Friday. I don't care. We're on the radio. We could be, hauling bricks for a cement mixer. This day in 1970, Edison Lighthouse, #1 on the British singles chart with Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes. Their only top 40 hit. 5 weeks at the top of the charts. Tony Burrows became the first and still the only person to appear on BBC television's Top of the Pops, fronting 3 different acts in one show. Tony Burrows, Edison Lighthouse, #1 that week, then White Plains, and then Brotherhood of Man. And he was there for all 3 of them. I'll be damned. All right, we'll do the Bee Gees later. Don't worry about it. Everything's good. And let's see. Oh, hold on a second. I missed my birthday thing. We'll do it. Anybody know about King Abdullah of Jordan is 64. Do we like that guy or not? Did he do 9/11 or do anything about that? Jordan wasn't Saudi Arabia more. Yeah. I don't know anything about King Abdullah of Jordan. I guess he's all right, huh? Do we know anything?
Isn't he married to the American woman, Queen Noor?
I think he kidnapped Queen Noor, and brought her over there.
I don't think he surreptitiously
in a brown bag or something. Maybe not. I could. It's possibly wrong. Well, those, if they want something, they just go get it. I don't know. I mean, it seems like a pretty good deal to me if you could get away with it. I'll take that one. Aye, Saeed. Off you go, honey. No, it'd be wrong.
Buana.
Bakshish. Oh, my God. That was a phrase for... You know what that is? Oh, my God.
Savage?
Bakshish. Theater people, really good, true theater professional people will know what that line came from.
People who have trod the board.
Known the roar of the grease paint. Oh, my God.
The limelight.
Bakshish. That is a line from the play called The Hasty Heart. And in the play, The Hasty Heart, it's a bunch of POWs in a hospital were shot up in there. It's a war hospital thing. And one of the guys in the hospital recovering is a black guy from, the Congo or something. I forgot. And he doesn't speak English, and all he ever says is, "Bakshish, bakshish." And it's just a thing. It's a part of the play as it goes along. And I remember the guy, I played the character Tommy. And a friend of mine played the black guy Bakshish, and that's all he ever said. And by the way, I can't believe I remembered that and even said that stupid word. But I also a girl picked me up backstage. One of the girls who worked on the scenery picked me up afterwards and made me take her to a party. Anyway. And she let me kiss her, and that was about it. So that was.
You didn't seal the deal?
No, I kissed her.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
an actress, a theater chick.
I know.
And you couldn't even seal the deal with her?
They're the easiest ones there are. I'm sorry. It's just actors. Yeah, I know.
Well, that musician.
Well, no, actually, you know what? I mean, it's kind of embarrassing. Should I tell this story or not? Do anybody care about? Probably don't care about this. We went. Well, no, I don't want to talk about it. It was kind of embarrassing anyway. All right. Now, let's talk about. Look at the cut number 2 here, Flounder. The actual cut number 2, which I made you play by mistake. In fact, I think Pete found this on social media, and this may be. I heard something this morning of a woman who made a lot of sense about what the hell's going on with young women these days, and this may be the same one. But Pete found this. She goes by the social name Sassafras, and she's trying to explain. First, you're going to hear some hysterical freaking communists that are going on these days, and then the woman trying to explain what the hell's going on. Flounder, cut number 2, if you will, sir.
Don't come on my page and say that people should be in this country legally. Don't
That's
do
a protester.
No!
Another one.
No!
Protester. Oh, God.
He shot her because she was queer.
No, he didn't,
Are we f***ing great yet? Are we a great country? Is this one is
all right,
great?
hold on. Here
a lot of people are wondering right now how in the world a person's brain ends up like this, because this is not how healthy, happy people act. Let me explain. Liberal women are what happens when the natural female instinct to nurture and defend and care for gets misdirected away from families and children and misapplied to whatever the liberal cause of the week is. See, women have an innate instinct to support and emotionally connect to vulnerable people. We are designed to be mama bears. And in the absence of a stable and healthy home and family, a woman will find a place to put all of that. The natural instinct to sacrifice yourself for your children gets misapplied in all the wrong directions. You want to know why so many liberal women are out there playing hero for criminal aliens and gender-confused perverts and cultures that hate them? It's because they believe they have identified groups of people who need them when no one else does. We destroyed the family, and we handed a generation of women a bunch of feminist lies and progressive slop in its place. And this is the natural result.
Boy, she nailed it.
Is it women out there? Is that true?
Ironically, the nurturing gene is now turned into helping the violence of the protesters. Oh, my Lord.
So is that true? Do women believe? Women agree with that?
Well, what do you think? Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, 404-741-1230. We're going to have Neal Boortz. What does he think coming up? First of all, Flounder's funny. Flounder's funny back there, if you don't mind. We got tweets coming up later.
We do. We have 2 kids. My daughter is great. She's a spitfire. Here to give you an idea of her vibe. She's 3 years old in this story. We're driving. She's in her little car seat. I'm driving on the freeway. I go to change lanes, and I'm looking over my shoulder. See, there's a car behind me, so I had to swerve back, and the car kind of jerked like this. 3 years old. She goes, "Nice one, genius." She knew 20 words. And she used 3 of them to hurt my feelings. It's crazy.
That is Mr. David Rodriguez.
You know, I'll bet that's a true story. I remember when we lived, my wife and daughter Jennifer Newba, she couldn't be 2.5 years old, living in Atlanta, up over across the creek at that apartments up over the river in Roswell. And I was at a car. I was behind a car trying to get out of our apartment complex. And we stood there and stayed there for a second. Finally, Jennifer, who couldn't have been 2.5 years old, just about 1975, screams out, "Move your ass!" I swear to God. And her mother looked at him. I'm sorry. I taught her. I don't know where she got that. Anyway, look out. It's Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, 404-741-1230. If you want to talk to Neal Boortz, call us now. We'll put you on the air with him if I feel like him. He's coming up next. Fox and Ken Cook at 5:30. We have Pete's Tweets. We have Holy Crap at Sports, and we got a whole bunch of stuff. And it's Friday, and the cold weather's coming, and we'll keep you posted on 106.3. How's it going? Look out. Here we go now. The Boortz next.
WFOM and W292 EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. This hour is presented by Atlanta Safe House.
A possible breakthrough in the U.S. Senate. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham just telling Fox he will lift his hold on a deal aimed at avoiding or at least limiting a partial government shutdown after winning a commitment from the majority leader for a future vote on a bill aimed at ending sanctuary policies. This paves the way for a possible Senate vote today on bills to fund most of the government and a short-term bill for Homeland Security funds, allowing more time to negotiate on Democrat demands for ICE reforms. But there's still a midnight deadline.
The attitude here on the Hill is that, yes, we are going to have a partial government shutdown tonight. There's really just no way of avoiding it at this point. The question now is, how long would that partial shutdown last?
Fox's Bill Maloogian. Any Senate changes would need approval from the House, which is not in session. The Justice Department finishes its review and release of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche.
We did not protect President Trump. We didn't protect or not protect anybody. I mean, I think that there's a hunger or a thirst for information that I do not think will be satisfied by the review of these documents. And there's nothing I can do about that.
Adding he hopes it brings some closure to Epstein victims. President Trump picks a new Fed chair. Former Fed Governor Kevin Warsh telling reporters he did not ask Warsh to lower interest rates before nominating him. He would need Senate confirmation. The president remains critical of current Fed Chair Jerome Powell on rates and a Fed headquarters renovation project that's under scrutiny.
It's the most expensive structure ever built per square foot. So he's either incompetent or he or somebody is a crook. And we'll find out.
Republican Senator Tom Tillis says he'll block any nominee until a Justice Department probe of Powell is over. Stocks finish lower. The Dow down 179 at the bell. America is listening to Fox News.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This President's Day, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Ben Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G coverage. What? Franklin wasn't even a president. Hang on to those Benjamins. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, to switch to an American wireless company that's truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
Look out. We know by that sound, it means one thing, Neal Boortz. It's Neal Boortz, Let It Rip Friday with Kimmer Pete and the Flounder. Neal Boortz, welcome, sir, from Points Unknown. What's going on? Where are you, and how's it going?
Well, I am surrounded by horses.
Oh, my goodness, I wish I were there.
I mean, maybe is 500, 600 horses.
Now, whoa, wait a minute. There aren't 600 horses anywhere in America right now altogether, sir.
They're here.
Well, where are they? Where are you?
I'm surrounded by horses. And they all got little sissy-type people riding them with English saddles. Who the hell rides a horse with an English saddle?
Are you in, you must be in Florida, like, what's the name of that damn place?
Never mind.
Well, hell, I bought my horse Jack the Good Boy from one of those places and had him stabled down there in Florida, Jupiter, Florida.
Kimmer, I get nervous. I mean, I'm out here watching them, and these are just beautiful animals.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Yeah,
but I just get nervous when they jump them over these.
I don't like it. I don't like jumping. I mean, I've been a jumper. I took lessons in jumping. My granddaughter's a giant jumper. It scares the crap out of me, and I don't like it. I think it's bad for. I don't like seeing the horses go up with those spindly little legs, and they come down on those front legs. And I'm thinking, oh my God, they're going to snap. And and when they do, oh God, I just. So
I don't like. I don't like it either. Okay. By the way, your granddaughter jumped what?
I have no idea what I said.
Okay. At any rate, talking about your children embarrassing the hell out of you.
Yes, frequently.
Well, let me tell you what my daughter did to me one time. This is way back in early toddler age, and at home. I mean, what father or mother hasn't accidentally walked in on their child when they were in the bathroom?
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah.
It happens, okay?
Absolutely.
So I accidentally opened the door, and my daughter was on the Great White Buddha.
Yes.
And, Daddy! Okay, I'm sorry. I closed the door. I thought that whole episode was forgotten until about a week later, we're at Stone Mountain.
Uh-oh.
And my daughter decides she needs to go to the restroom. And, a good daddy is going to escort her over to the restroom to make sure that nothing...
I see what's coming here. Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah. So, anyway, there's a line outside the ladies' room.
A lot of people. Where they get here.
And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, she just looks at me and says, very loud, Daddy, why do you like to look at little girls when they're going to the bathroom?
Well, no, see, that's just... oh, man.
Oh, thanks, kid.
Yeah, it's not good.
I haven't given her a Christmas present since then. And let's a moment of silence for Lindsey Vaughn. Okay, that's enough.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah. A week before the Olympics, she rips a knee in a downhill race.
Yeah.
I think a week before the Olympics, you can take some damn time off and build your strength and try not to mess things up.
She's a jock, She's a freaking jock.
I know. I know. And then Don Lemon...
Oh, man.
We all know it's not the first time he's been in handcuffs.
Yeah, I said earlier he brought his own. He asked the cop to use his own. Have a fur line thing on him.
He keeps a pair?
Oh, absolutely. He's got in his back pocket. It was a Christmas present, really, from his white lover,
And, he doesn't seem... Yeah, well, never mind. We won't go there.
Yeah, well, that's whatever.
But I heard you talking about, or it was maybe a recording about women. Oh, it was an excellent recording you had of somebody talking about why all of these white women become so radical.
Yeah, the nurturing gene that gets switched around or something.
Now, I know I told you about the study... that was Pew Research that liberal white women, and I remember the percentage, 56% of liberal white women self-identify as being mentally ill.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. Oh my God!
I mean, here they're liberal, they're white, and do you think you suffer from mental illness? 56% of them say, "Well, yeah, I do."
Very likely. Yeah. Jeez. There's so many unhappy. That we keep talking. Pete and I are old enough that we remember things about when women used to be happy. And again, I don't mean in a chauvinistic way, that we can satisfy all those. But it used to be that women. I don't know what happened. I mean, even when they were back in the protest days of the '60s, it wasn't like they were all vicious, mean killers. When the protest was over, they were still girls, and women didn't seem to be this unhappy all the time about freaking everything.
Well, this is why they have rings in their noses, is so that their Democrat leaders can lead them around. Okay, now we're going to lead you over here. Here's a pot. Here's a wooden spoon. We want you to stand on this street corner and beat on this pot with that wooden spoon, and this will be your contribution to American society.
And they're so
day.
dedicated. I mean, look at their faces. I mean, it's just like it's their life's goal to try to save rapists service from being arrested. I mean, honestly, it's just astounding.
I wonder if you've seen this video. There's this agitator. You're not a protester if you're striking somebody with something.
Yeah.
At that point, you're an agitator. And anyway, she's short and got all multicolored hair and a little bunny hat on and stuff like that. And she's got a feather. Or it looks like a feather, and she's standing in front of an ICE agent, and she's beating on the ICE agent's helmet with that feather.
I have not seen that.
Yeah, it's a great video. And then so the
what's
ICE
he doing?
agent,
Yeah, what's he doing?
So the ICE agent pushes the feather out of the way. He's tired of the feather.
Yeah.
And as soon as he pushes that feather out of the way, that girl starts screaming at the top of her lungs and falls down to the floor like somebody has maced her or is beaten on her, and she just starts screaming and crying out loud because the ICE agent pushed her feather away.
Yeah, they want more deaths. They want more people to die. They want more disruption. I mean, this is what they're looking for.
I believe you.
Organized. This is an insurrection. This is an organized insurrection.
I heard you say that, and I think you're absolutely right. And when Don Farmer, oh God.
Don Farmer, oh my God. I had such a crush on his beautiful wife. I don't mind telling you.
Well, his beautiful wife, I got to tell you, she's a friend of ours down in Naples. She lives down there.
I had a crush on Chris Curl my whole life.
Well, I'll be sure to tell her that,
Well,
Kimber.
no, don't. Poor girl had me sued, even thinking about her.
Well, I will. I'll tell her.
Well, I know. Anyway, so.
And she still looks that good.
I'll bet she does.
And she and Donna, they're friends, and every once in a while I get invited to go to lunch with them, but
no
not
kidding.
all that.
Oh, my God. Well, that's cool. Pleased to say. She's terrific. I used to love that team. Again, poor Don passed away several years ago, wasn't it now?
Don used to have such great stories. I mean, when he was an ABC correspondent overseas, I remember one time he was in Ireland and somebody stole his car that he'd rented.
Really?
In Ireland. He was over there covering the Troubles, as they used to refer to it.
Yeah.
And somebody stole his car, and it was used in a car bombing.
Oh, my God. He used to listen to my show, and once around he'd call, and I mean, just such a nice guy. He was just a really, for big time anchor man. He was just a really nice man.
He really was, and boy, did he have the stories.
Yeah.
At any rate, where was I going?
I have no idea. I'm sorry. I totally distracted.
Thanks a lot.
I know it's my fault. I do that for a living.
Yeah. Okay.
What the hell were you talking about? Chris Curl. Well, Don. No, you were saying Don. Oh, not Don Farmer. You're going to talk about somebody named Don.
Don Lemon.
There you go.
Yeah.
Brought you right back there. Here we go. All right.
And has he bailed out yet? I guess.
Oh, yeah. I think he's gone. Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen that. Why didn't they get video of that arrest?
Well, maybe somebody, but it was at midnight while he was covering the Grammys or something. Is that what they say? I mean, very bizarre.
So people, I say, well, why did they arrest him? Because there is a specific civil rights law that says you do not disrupt a religious ceremony.
Yeah, there are 3 or 4 things you cannot interrupt. One of them is a religious ceremony.
And he did that. Yeah. Now, and of course now he's going, I was a journalist. I was just covering it.
Doesn't make any difference.
You led those people into that church and you were just covering
He wasn't there suddenly saying, "Oh, here comes something. I better cover this." It's like if I go into a Sunday service on the way to the stable coming up this weekend and barge in there and say, "Oh, I'm a reporter and I'm interviewing all you people, whether you like it or not. I'm a reporter and you have to do what I say." I mean, so I'm a reporter. That's got nothing to do with what I'm doing interrupting the church service because I say I'm a reporter and I'm covering something. What's that got to do with it? What an idiot!
And by the way, back to the horses. Yeah. You ought to see some of these horse trailers here.
Oh, I know. I used to. In fact, I used to go to the place where. I hate when I do. Madonna, you had a horse there, and I think.
Madonna.
I think Christy Brinkley or something. I mean, there were a lot of famous people that had horses that I think I know where you are. One of the 2 or 3 areas where I think you are. And my God, they're like homes. They're mansions on wheels. And I mean, those horses are very well taken. Of course, those horses are also, $500,000 a piece, too. So.
Yeah, well, I like what my friend Ray Goff said about horses, because he owns some horses for his daughters.
Yeah.
He says, I don't want to own anything that eats while I sleep. because they can get pricey, really pricey. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, Don Lemon, I would dearly love to see him prosecuted, and I don't necessarily want to see him go to jail, but I'd like him to be found guilty and maybe probation or something like that.
Well, every single one of those people who went into that church as part of the protest should be identified. The FBI should check their phone records, their text messages, their bank accounts to see whether they traveled up there deliberately for the protest, and give them the same treatment in plastic cuffs that everybody for the January 6th demonstration got for simply walking in the freaking Capitol. And their lives were ruined, and they were taken to jail, and they had to get lawyers and everything else, and everything's the same thing for those scumbags who interrupted that church service thinking they're holier than thou. Every stinking one of them.
Kimmer.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Decaf.
No, I can't decaf. I got the weekend coming up. I'm going to be housebound again with freaking 6 degrees or some crap. So I'm going to be running up and down my stairs trying to get some exercise. I'm getting my venom out right now. I'll get ready for it.
I guess I just don't need to tell you that the high temperatures at our home over the weekend will be up over 70.
70. So I remember. Back when I was retired once down in Palm Beach Gardens. Yeah, I actually was retired once. I remember January and February and wonderfulness and happiness of retired.
Well, why did you become unretired?
Well, golly, I could give you the story, Neil, but actually a lot of it was just life. All of a sudden, it was a dot-com explosion. It was a banking scandal, the bankster scandal, the tranching of the mortgage, subprime mortgages scandal, the real estate scandal of the 2 properties I owned that were worth $1 million went down to zip. And so, I didn't even do anything.
Well, okay, so it didn't have anything, nothing like you trying to slip your wife an antibiotic Mickey.
No. In fact, just the opposite. I gave everything, but that's all right. Life is good.
I got to tell you, I love that Bill Gates story.
I know, is that unbelievable? He gets the clap from Russian girls, and he wants to slip his wife a secret antibiotic so she doesn't get it. Oh man!
That kind of reminds me of the girl from somewhere in sub-Saharan Africa that named her 2 little girls syphilis and gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea.
Oh, that was so unkind.
It's a true story, though. An incredible true story.
Well, it is, yes, but it's so unkind.
It's not right. No,
I need to work really hard on trying to be a nicer
well, that
guy.
Would be disappointing. I mean,
Okay, speaking of Lindsey Vonn and the Olympics, we have learned today that there is a protest movement afoot as the Olympics are set to start. I think in about a week or something like that. The Winter Olympics,
mid-February. Yeah, must
somewhere
be 10
in Italy.
Days or something. Probably.
Yeah, that there's not enough black and brown people competing in the Winter Olympics.
It's winter time. Black people don't do no skiing. Black people do no icing.
Well, they do, but come on, and I'm. That brings up the question, and maybe Flounder could look it up real quick. Does Jamaica have a bobsled team
this year? I don't know. What a great movie that was, though, back in the day.
What was it? What was the name?
Downhill or something? What the hell was the name of that movie?
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings. There you go.
Cool Runnings. Yeah. Jamaican bobsled team.
Jamaican. Yeah. They practice on grass or something. Did they? Or on
wasn't Herschel Walker a member of that team one time?
Well, of our
He's
team.
American.
Yeah. Yeah, of our bobsled team for 1 year, I believe, wasn't he? Yeah.
Well,
they have qualified 3 sleds for the Milano Cortina games coming up.
Who has now?
Jamaica.
Oh,
has 3 teams. Holy cow, 3 sleds.
Women, and 1 women's team.
They have what? Have a women's team?
Yeah, it's called a monobob.
Oh my.
So, but anyway, it's just a shame. Everybody, obvious racism if there's not black and brown skiers.
How can you make a thing about? I mean, what are they supposed to do about it? Tell people who are qualifying for the Olympics, sorry, none of you white people can qualify for the Olympics. I mean, what are they? What's the outcome?
Have equity, not equal opportunity. Equity. But that means.
Aren't you still supposed to try to win? You want the best people. If you want the best people, you can't neglect the best guy to get the worst guy because he's the right color. I mean, what's the matter with these people?
I don't believe that's the goal anymore, Kimmer.
Oh, God.
By the way, is there a picture of Bill Gates' girlfriend anywhere yet?
Oh, has he got a new one? He's got a new honey?
No, the Russian.
The Russian girl gave him the clap. I believe it was plural. It was Russian girls. It was definitely a plural.
Now, Kimmer. But
I'm serious. I got it right here. It was plural. It was plural.
I told you the story about Bill Gates at Augusta National, didn't I?
I don't think I know that story.
Well, he before he became a member, I do believe he's a member. He hasn't invited me to play.
No.
But he flew into Daniel Field in Augusta to play as a guest at Augusta National, and was told by the driver that picked him up, Mr. Gates, you're not going to be able to wear you're not going to be able to wear shorts on the golf course.
Yeah.
And Bill Gates said, well, okay, fine, I'll just buy a pair of slacks at the clubhouse. The pro shop. No, Mr. Gates, sorry, you don't understand. Yeah. You're not even allowed on the property wearing shorts.
Yeah.
So right across, you've been to Augusta National. I know you used to play there all the time.
Well, maybe 12 times, 15 times. I don't know. Nothing.
Right across from the entrance is a Walmart.
So Bill Gates goes into
Bill Gates went into the Walmart and bought a pair of long pants, and it's just a great visual. You just wish you could see it, of Bill Gates lined up at a cash register, the richest man in the world, to buy a pair of $19 pants.
Dockers. Yeah. I'll be damned. Yeah.
And we're probably lucky he even had the cash on him to buy those.
Yeah. Or a credit card, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry Bill Gates got caught up on this. You can't go around with the little head.
I'm not. He's a dirtbag. I mean, if he's apparently was so involved that it was like I don't know. I mean, it's a character flaw. It was like he shows up to be kind of handpicks the selection of the teenage girls. I mean, the whole thing is just creepy. I don't know. What a scumbag.
He was on the selection committee?
No, I'm saying. I mean, what a creepy thing it is that he can call his friend Jeffrey. I'm coming over this weekend, and he lands, and there's like 12 girls lined up to see which ones he wants to be with or something. The whole thing is just scuzzy.
Oh, that would just get old in a real hurry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just God.
So, and then the Long Island Teachers Union, American Federation of Teachers, Long Island. Okay.
Yeah.
They are on the rampage right now, trying to block any new charter schools from forming.
Yeah, well, we don't want that. We don't want this homeschooling charter school business here for our public school unions, people.
It'll destroy. They're afraid that it will destroy. It's a threat to public education.
Yeah.
If there's anything in this country that needs to be destroyed, it is this system of state-operated schools.
Yeah, and the power of those unions, those teachers' unions, mercy. And by the way, I wish I'd printed it. I somewhere this morning, and deep in the files of New York Post, I think it was, there was a story that caught my eye, and I didn't remember to print it out, of how there's an experimental teaching system, and they use AI, and they tested kids beforehand and afterwards, and it was some headline such as AI assisted teaching in small groups got these kids to do like 2 years of understanding of actual curriculum in 3 days or something. It was just astounding the results they get using AI as an assist. And remember, and Pete, I keep forgetting what's the name of that thing with the computers, what they use, the computer teaching guy. If you all learn math, you can look it up on the computer. Flounder, we don't have his mic on, I don't think here.
That's on.
Khan Academy. K-A-H-N, whatever is Academy.
By the way, speaking of AI, the Queen and I,
yes,
we have a good time here trying to ask impossible questions on AI.
Oh, do you use Grok or the other one?
Chat GPT.
Yeah, I use Grok. Yeah, like what? Like questions?
Well, okay, does making a river deeper help a ship get under a bridge?
Depends how tall the bridge is and how tall the ship is.
Well, now think about this, Kimmer, because I used to have a big argument about this on the air. People were trying to convince me that if you dredge out the river and make it deeper, it'll help these ships get under those bridges.
Well, if it's more clearance in the water, I mean, but actually, see, the ship is going to be on the top of the water no matter how deep it is.
You're fussing with this now. So
I was playing with the ship is going to be on top of the water. Doesn't matter how deep it is underneath. The ship is still going to be on top.
That's what AI says. For the ship trying to get under a bridge, the key number is air draft.
Yeah, right.
Not the keel.
Space,
but the water, yes. And then we had another one. I've had so much fun with this one, Kimmer. And that is... okay, how old are you right now?
I'm 79, but I read at the 80-year-old level.
Okay, I think I already asked you this. You're 79.
Yeah.
If you were born 10 years ago, how old would you be?
10.
Yeah, I have
nice
done
try.
this.
Yeah.
But there is, honestly, there is a real psychological study of that, and there's a reason why people...
get it wrong.
Get it wrong all the time.
I'm sure.
And it's called, it's called anchor adjustment, anchoring bias. And psychologists describe it as anchoring bias. You ask a person how old they are, they tell you, and that number is anchored in their brain.
Head. Yeah.
And then you say, well, if you were born 10 years ago, I'd be 69.
Yeah.
But here is one, Kimber, now, and I'm not going to tell you the answer to this, but you and Flounder, and you could even get David Dickey involved in this.
All right, so,
by the way, does he own that Dickey's Barbecue out there in Stone Mountain?
I'm not allowed to ask him questions. I can't.
Anyway, okay.
I can't go by the office when the daytime.
Here it is.
Yeah.
A bat and a ball cost $1.10.
Okay.
Okay? $1.10.
All right.
If the let's see, where's it?
The total for the bat and ball is $1.10.
Is $1.10. Okay.
All right.
And I'm trying to help
so
me.
So clearly, if the ball was 75 cents, how much was the bat? Or,
no.
I mean, what's
okay. If the bat cost $1, if the bat cost $1 more than the ball, what did the ball cost?
10 cents. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, I see. Yeah, see, this is, I hate these. If the bat costs $1 more than the ball, then the ball would, let's see, the bat would have to be.
So you said the ball would cost.
Ball would have to be $1. Let's see, the ball. If the bat cost $1 more than the ball and the total was $1.10.
Yeah.
Then what was it? How much was the ball? Is that what your question?
The question is how much is the ball?
It would be the ball would be 0.
It can't be 0.
Well, it would be
because
one.
The bat and the ball cost $1.10.
Right. Well, if the bat's $1 of it, then the remaining is 10 cents.
No. The bat cost $1 more than the ball.
Well, then it doesn't come out because you can't. If it costs $1, then it can't be $1 more. The ball would have to cost minus 10.
Kimmer, listen to the question.
Yes.
Nobody said the bat cost $1. The bat cost $1 more than the ball cost. So, what does the ball cost?
Well, I don't know. I don't see your answer. I mean, I don't understand. If it was $1 more than the ball,
yeah.
So if the ball was 10 cents, the bat would have to be $1.10.
Nobody said the ball was 10 cents.
I know, but you said how much is the ball?
Yeah.
Then what's the answer? What's the answer?
A nickel.
Well, if the ball's a nickel, then the bat has to be would have to be $1.05, and you said it was $1.
No, I didn't say it was $1.
Yes, you did.
I said it cost $1 more than the ball.
Right. Well, if the ball is 5 cents, then the bat would have to be $1.05.
Right, and then what's
you
the
said
total?
the bat was $1. $1 more.
The total is $1.10.
Yeah. So if the ball is 5 cents and the bat was $1.05, which is $1 more than the 5 cents, and $1.10. Thank you very much. You can all eat me. How about that? Oh, there's the music. It's almost like losing our daily quiz, yes?
Okay, how about this?
All right.
A meeting is scheduled for Monday, but it's moved forward 2 days. What day is the meeting now?
Well, if you schedule it 2 days from Monday, I'll say Wednesday. Nah.
Okay, that's called temporal framing bias, and it's just fun you can have with AI.
Oh, I'm having so much fun right now. I almost wish it wasn't over. Hey, look out. Have a great weekend. We're going down like 6 degrees. So have fun down there in sunny Florida.
I'm in Southwest Florida.
All right, man. All right, have a good one. Hi to the sweet lady, and we'll talk to you next. Thank you, Neal. Neal Boortz.
Okay.
Look out, man. Hey, Herb. Stand by. How much is $1 more than the ball?
Hey, Atlanta, if you've been waiting for the right time to upgrade your truck, this is it. Because right now at Jim Ellis Buick GMC, you can save up to $13,250 off MSRP on in-stock 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 crew cabs,
including elevation, SLT, and Denali trims. Whether you need it for work, play, or both, here's the real savings example. A 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 elevation, stock number GS4601, MSRP $68,545.
After $10,250 in Jim Ellis discounts, your sale price is just $58,295. And if you've got a 2011 or newer vehicle to trade, you can qualify for up to $3,000 in trade assistance, pushing your total savings up to $13,250 off MSRP.
Find your new Sierra and save at JimEllisBuickGMC.com or shop in person, located on Peachtree Boulevard, just inside the perimeter, or off Highway 20 in Buford.
Offer excludes TABT and state fees and expires January 31st, 2026. So don't wait.
Jim Ellis Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Okie doke. Well, to bundle up the next several days, including the weekend. And don't forget to bundle up your stuff, too, with your new safe from Atlanta Safe House. See what it did there, Atlanta Safe House? Taking care of your stuff. I mean, I can't tell you. I learned the hard way not having my stuff with no safe. My Atlanta Safe House didn't have one down in Florida when I retired. And under the Biden administration, they kind of screwed me on a VA claim. Whatever. Anyways, again, save your stuff. Save your stuff. Medical records, your living will, financial records, anything that's left for the kids, stuff like that. As well as documents on marriage and divorce, and all that kind of stuff. And also, don't forget, man, they have more gun safes and pistol safes and bow and arrow safes, and they have a bigger selection of Browning and Fort Knox, for example, than any place else in the entire southeastern United States. They have like 500 of them up there. Mark's been telling us about that, and all shapes, big and big and little. They can build you a vault door. They can have special electronic locks. If you have a safe and it's broken, they can fix it, and they'll never give out your master reset code, by the way, too. These guys protect your rights as much as they protect your stuff. There's all kinds of sales and rebates and specials all the time because they know what they're doing. New location on Union Hill Road in Alpharetta. AtlantaSafeHouse.com.
Don't believe this nonsense you see on TV commercials about how uncomfortable a CPAP mask is. Take it from me. You wear one, especially the nasal pillow I use, for one night, and you will fight anybody that tries to take it away from you. But if they do take it away from you, you can get more at cpapsetcetera.com, cpapsetc.com, with a store in Alpharetta, same-day shipping. To your health, cpapsetc.com.
Time now for the Retire Wise Report. James Parker here with financial advisor Sean Maloney, founder and CEO of Retire Wise. Many people assume their taxes will automatically go down once they retire and stop collecting paychecks. Sean, is this a dangerous assumption?
It can be, because lower taxes in retirement can be a myth. It's not always true.
right? Remember, up to 85% of your Social Security benefits could be taxed, right? Your traditional IRA and 401k income is 100% taxable, so that needs to be accounted for. And that's why it's so important to find ways to reduce or eliminate your taxes wherever possible.
Tell us about the offer you have for our listeners.
Hey, look, now is the time to start looking ahead and identifying your tax liabilities in retirement. Well, we have a great resource for you guys. We have what's called the Retire Happy Framework Toolkit. You can get a copy today by calling or texting the word WISE to 770-802-2200. My team helped put together this just for you, and it's a complimentary guide. And the center of this is a copy of my latest book, The Priority of Retirement. It has chapters on everything from Social Security to investments to income planning. We include guides in there as well as on strategies for income planning, for taxes, and even dealing with recessions in retirement, among other things. So if you want to get this information in your hands today, call or text the word WISE to 770-802-2200. That's 770-802-2200.
Take advantage of this offer. Get your Retire Happy Framework today. Just text WISE to 770-802-2200. And the team at Retire Wise will get you your Retire Happy Framework right away. So just call or text WISE to 770-802-2200. Investment advisory services made available through AE Wealth Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Firm does not provide tax services.
Hey, it's a Kimmer talking about Stovall.
Yeah, I just wanted to brag on Stovall. I went up there and actually got a quote on some of their material up there, and he gave me the quotes I wanted, but he said what would work best, they don't carry, and referred me to one of their competitors. That's how good they are. And sure enough, he was right. The material he was talking about that they don't carry, it's actually going to work best for me. So I've got that on the way. It all worked out well. Makes me want to go back and buy something from them now.
Folks, when it comes to landscaping supplies, start at Stovall. 11 locations around Atlanta. Online at StovallInc.com.
Hey, it's Sean Spicer. You have it all, the family, the house, the good job. But do you have life insurance? If you don't, call SelectQuote. They saved me $12,000 on amazing life insurance over the course of my policy. Their licensed agents shop the top providers to save customers thousands. Over 2 million people have trusted SelectQuote, and I'm one of them.
For over 40 years, SelectQuote has helped millions of customers save 50% or more on term life insurance compared to other life insurance carriers. Plus, with their same-day coverage, no medical exam is required, and you can be covered by the time you hang up the phone. Call SelectQuote today for your free quote in just minutes. Call 1-800-940-7667. That's 1-800-940-7667. Or visit SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-940-7667. SelectQuote.com.
And now this important pause. Those machines freeze up in there once in a while, and we're doing music? Wait a minute.
It doesn't do it on Friday. I forgot.
Oh, are we do a thing or not do a thing? Because I got a history note on this. Are you going to run out of music? That's right. Hold on. I got this. I got a story here on the Beatles here. We'll get back. Hold on. Here we go. This was the day. In fact, I got two versions here. On this day, the Beatles in 1969 with Billy Preston played their lunchtime rooftop gig on top of the Apple Building on Savile Row, London. It lasted 40 minutes, the first time the Beatles performed live. The last time they performed live, what an idiot. They played Get Back, Don't Let Me Down, I've Got a Feeling, the one after 909, and Dig a Pony. Traffic was brought to a standstill, obviously, at the top of the roof. As crowds gathered below, watched from the windows of nearby buildings, John Lennon ended the performance by saying, I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves, and I hope we passed the audition. That was 1969. They played for about 42 minutes. The nearby Royal Bank of Scotland called the cops to stop the noise. Anyway, little Beatles action. Oh, and now, hold on a second here. A quick birthday list. I got a birthday list here. In fact, I had to grok this to see whether I lined her. Boris Spassky, the famous Russian chess master, Boris Spassky still alive at 89, which I found was, I had to grok that because I didn't think it was him.
Just a second. Let me take that off my sports thing.
Oh, is that you're doing a sports thing with Spat? Now you weren't doing Boris Spassky sports birthday. That's not sports. That's not sports. Chess is not sports.
It's a sport.
Oh my! It's a recreational activity. It's a card game.
Sport.
Poker's
People
not
make money off of it.
Oh my God! Poker's not sports either.
Then why is it a big thing on ESPN?
Because it's entertainment, but it's not sports.
Okay.
Anyway, my opinion here. All right, hold on a minute. I got to find my thing again here. That's what she said.
While you do that, we got Roswell Tim on the horn.
Hey, Roswell Tim, you're on the radio, man. What's going on?
Timmer, two things real quick.
Yeah.
One, if you went to public school, do not do math publicly. And two, all I remember from geometry is pi or square, cornbread or round.
Yeah, that's about as far as I got. Thank you, Roswell Tim at 439. Oh, mercy. And now, on this day in history, 1933, Flounder, if you will, sir, 1933. Turn on the radio.
The Lone Ranger.
William Tell Overture.
Fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Detroit Radio WXYZ. I'm sorry, keep
Daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains led the fight for law and order in the early West. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. The Lone Ranger rides again.
That was the first time, as a human being, I'm sure, that I ever heard the phrase yesteryear, the word yesteryear. And anybody who knows, and my age bracket, who know, if you said the term the days of yesteryear, they would know that it was from the Lone Ranger. Two guys who started it really just wanted to have something to take on a show on TV like The Mark of Zorro, but with Douglas Fairbanks. But they said, well, let's make it like a shooting guy. The Lone Ranger never smoked. He never swore, never drank. He used grammatically correct speech free of slang, never shot to kill. It's like Roy Rogers. They always shoot the gun out of hand. Cha-ting, cha-ting. His trusty scout Tonto spoke in a comical Native American patois, totally unrelated to any actual indigenous dialect, but Kemosabe. Kids loved it. Parents approved it. Good moral example. National Mutual Radio picked it up. 20 million Americans tune in 3 times a week by 1939. Lots of producers, related projects, Lone Ranger mail. But hell, I had a lunchbox. They had guns. I had Lone Ranger guns and comic books and all that stuff. Went to TV, starring Clayton Moore as the Masked Man. Huge hit till 1957. Inspired the Range Rider, Roy Rogers Show, Adventures of Wild Bill Hickok. Hell, I remember Cisco Kid. A whole bunch of. Anyway, okay, you go. 441.
You've never heard Jay Thomas, the late comedian on David Letterman.
Oh, yes, I have.
Lone Ranger
Oh, my
story.
God. Flounder, do you think you could find that story?
It takes way too... It's several minutes long.
So what? It's a great story.
We got some phone calls.
Okay, let's do phone calls, but for the kicks, if you get a second, I'm sorry to throw you a thing here. When we're doing phone calls, if you could, Google the Jay Thomas, what was his name? Jay Thomas? Jay Thomas on the Letterman Show, the Lone Ranger story. It's freaking hysterical. I'm sorry, phone calls. Who we got there, Flounder?
We got Adam.
Adam, you're on the radio, man. Welcome. What's up? Hello. Hello. Hey, Adam. Or whoever this is. Who's this?
Adam.
Hey, Adam. Adam.
Yes, hi, guys. Semper Fi.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got a question for Pete, actually, a sports question.
Okay, please do.
Yeah, so there are a few free agent signings in baseball, but did you notice they're not 10-year deals? They're basically like 3 or 4 year deals, especially for Bo Bichette and that Kyle Tucker one. So my question is, do you think it's because owners don't want to pay someone who's 38, 40 or 45 million a year.
Yep, they're tired of getting burned on the back end, like the what's that dude, Albert Pujols?
Yeah,
he burned the Angels at the back end of that deal. I mean, they're wising up a little bit.
Right, and I had another thing too. I saw a couple articles about that Kyle Tucker one. So, yeah, he's a decent player, but $60 million a year average annual value, that is out of control. I think,
$60 million. Holy cow! I did. Oh my God! Oh man! How could any one player be worth that? Well, Shohei, I guess. He can't be worth that.
Shohei is, but not the.
But this Tucker.
No.
Oh wow!
All right, now we got
He'll
Luis.
play better. He's in that Dodgers lineup. He'll play better.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Flounder.
And our old friend Luis.
Luis, welcome aboard. Bonjour, my friend. How's it going?
Buenas tardes, amigos. Everything is going well. I haven't called John in a while.
Arande.
Hey.
Yes. I don't know what that means.
I want to give a shout out to my wonderful wife who just endured 27 hours of labor to deliver
our
10-pound baby boy, Aiden James Rodriguez, and also no liberal scumbag that can put a dress on will ever be able to endure a pain like that.
Oh man, you are so right. God bless her. Were you able to be with her while she was going through this horrible thing for the delivery and stuff?
Every step of the way, my man. Every step of the way.
Yeah, I tell you, when I was here for the birth of both my daughters, and each one was totally different, and each one was absolutely heavenly and spectacular, and you'll never forget it. You must be flying high. And now, how's she doing? Is she okay? I mean, a 10-pound baby. Holy smokes! The kids in my family are all like 9.5, but 10 is a monster. Wow.
10 is a monster for sure, but at the end, believe it or not, they had to do a C-section, unfortunately, because she wasn't going to be dilated enough.
Yeah.
So she went through all those 27 hours only to be cut open later on. But the baby wife is good. Everyone is good. But, as always, guys, appreciate you. What you do, you keep me going on the radio every day.
Excellent. Now, give her name again, please.
Lana Thompson Rodriguez.
And do you have a name for now, did you say it's a baby boy?
It's a baby boy. His name is Aiden James, A.J. Rodriguez. Pete, watch out. He's going to be playing baseball in the future now.
I'll be darned. Oh, outstanding. I'm absolutely thrilled for you. It's just terrific. And please give her our very best. And thank you so much for calling with the good news. That's great. I appreciate it being here. Thanks, man. Have a great day. Outstanding. Well, that's nice. That's nice. I'll never forget the birth, boy, when you take that first breath. Oh. 4:45, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Ken Cook's going to join us at 5:30, talk about the cold spell, maybe a little snow coming. Holy crap, it's sports coming up, and we got tweets and Flounder's funnies and your calls. Look out, here we go.
With all of our shows and the latest headlines by following Extra 1063 on Instagram, X, Facebook, Truth Social, and all your social media platforms. Plus exclusive giveaways and more. So follow now at XTRA 1063.
Hey, this is John Flading. I'm the president and owner of ATL Turf Co. We have become a highly sought after turf installation company in the Atlanta and North Georgia luxury residential market. The big reason for that is our installers are ATL Turf Co. employees. We do not outsource labor. They are trained to be experts in the turf installation process, drainage, grading. Just go to atlturfco.com to schedule an appointment.
Hello.
Hey, is this Mike Fitzgerald?
No, I think you have the wrong number. Wish I could help you.
Well, you could if you were Mike Fitzgerald.
Who is Mike Fitzgerald?
Mike Fitzgerald is the only realtor I'll talk to because he can sell my house fast for a great price and even in this market.
Yeah, I'm definitely not Mike Fitzgerald.
Oh, I figured that out. Because Mike Fitzgerald would have sold my house already.
Need to sell your home? You need Mike Fitzgerald from the Harry Norman Realtors team. Exclusive Georgia members of Forbes Global Properties. Learn more at MikeFitzgeraldRealty.com. That's where you'll find Mike Fitzgerald.
You and your buddy. You've been through a lot with each other. The ups and the downs. He's been with you every morning, noon, and night. You've traveled the world together. Heck, he was even with you on your first big date. But have you noticed he's struggling lately? Not performing on the job. He can't even stand up straight anymore. He's wanting to cry out for help, but just doesn't know how. He needs Dr. Deal and Total Body Therapy of Georgia. They can give him the gift of good posture this year. Help him stand proud and become all he was meant to be. Now, take him by the hand. Look him in the eye and say, I appreciate you, little fella. and we're going to get you some help. We're going to call 404-777-1911. We're going to visit stopmyed.com. We are going to say goodbye to erectile dysfunction forever. Total Body Therapy of Georgia. It's a hard conversation to have, but it's one worth having. Total Body Therapy of Georgia. Online at stopmyed.com.
Byrna was recently ranked number 10 on Forbes' list of the 100 most successful small-cap American companies in 2025. Congratulations. This is a recognition earned by solving real problems for real people. Byrna is proudly all hand-assembled in the United States, right in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Their mission is super simple, designed to stop, not kill. As the world's leader in less lethal personal defense, Byrna creates launchers for everybody in the family. I mean, you got to be over 18. The newest Byrna Compact is small enough to fit in a pocket or a purse, yet powerful enough to deliver real stopping power at 60 feet. It gives you the confidence to defuse a dangerous situation without resorting to killing someone. I carry one. Every member of my family has one, and I urge them keep it within reach. It fires potent, kinetic, tear gas, and pepper ammo rounds that can disable attacker for up to 40 minutes. Law enforcement agencies across the country now relying on Byrna. No background checks, no permits, legal in all 50 states. Ships right to your door. Visit Byrna, BYRNA.com today. Find the right launcher for your family. Byrna, BYRNA.com.
Jack talking. The Bee Gees. 1975. The Bee Gees began recording Jive Talkin', their second U.S. chart topper, made number 5 in Britain. Barry Gibb's inspiration for the song came when his wife commented on the sound their car made while they were crossing a bridge over Biscayne Bay into Miami. And Barry's wife said, "It's our drive talking." And so he misunderstood her and said, "What you talking about, woman?" Misunderstood her and changed the word because he hated her. No, I don't know what happened. Sorry, just got distracted. Give her Pete and Flounder. How's it going? 10 before 5. And Holy Crap of Sports coming up. And we got Pete's tweets and we got Flounder's Funnies. We got your birthday. Here we go. Christian Bale. What an actor. He played Dick Cheney in Vice. They have the same birthday. Dick Cheney died, I think, just a few weeks ago. I got it in here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. He would have been, he died last year. He would have been 85. Christian Bale is 52. He played Dick Cheney in Vice. He apparently he's got something of a temper, but they say he flew some victims of a cancer patient, a 4-year-old cancer patient and his family. He flew him out to Disneyland to spend the day with his own family, and then called the kid for 9 minutes of a leukemia child patient stuff. So apparently he's doing a lot of, trying to do some good things. The movies that Christian Bale has been in include American Psycho, Batman Begins, Ford versus Ferrari, American Hustle, The Prestige, The Machinist, Public Enemies, and I remember from when he was a kid in Empire of the Sun, which was a really good movie.
I remember that movie.
Yeah. That was a good...
He lost his
John
family.
Malkovich.
Yeah. Family got taken away, and he was on his own. I remember I was saying, for a while it was fun, because he went back to his empty house and just ate everything in the cupboard.
Yeah, I remember he ate all the chocolate.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he realized... And then the scene with a kite coming down, it was really a well done... Wasn't that Steven Spielberg, I think, wasn't it? I could be wrong. I think it was Spielberg. But anyway, this Christian Bale is... an American Psycho, and what was the other one I liked? American Hustle. That was a really, to me, that was a really good movie. It didn't get a lot of play, I don't think. It had that little redhead chick who was so hot. Amy, not Amy Fisher, Amy the other one, Amy Adams, among other people. All right, hold on. On this day in history, 1973, the glitter rock group Kiss gives their first public performance in 1973 at New York's Coventry Club in Queens. About 8 people showed up. They got paid $50. But Kiss became quickly building up a following, became one of the best-selling bands of all time. Paul Stanley, vocals and rhythm guitar. Gene Simmons, vocals and bass. Ace Frehley, lead guitar and vocals. And Peter Criss, drums and vocals, too. But 8 people showed up, and he made $50, and that was the beginning of Kiss. First public one in 1973. Holy cow. It's 4:52. How you doing? Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. 404-741-1230, 741-1230. Ken Cook going to join us at 5:30, talk about this cold weather coming up here for you today. Also, I forgot to mention Bill Sheehan. I started talking, and then I got distracted, I think. Bill Sheehan texted me yesterday during the show, and I got distracted, whatever. We were talking about Sterling Hayes Hayden. We talked about the show. God, forget the bomb. How I loved that guy.
Dr. Strangelove.
Dr. Strangelove. Oh my God! And Sterling Hayden played the weird wacko general with the precious bodily fluids. And Bill Sheehan, the gentleman of all time and a Southern gentleman and sports fan, also mentioned that he, of course, as you recall, was the dirty cop in Godfather who beat Michael Corleone in the face. Broke his jaw and then got his just rewards. Anyway, so thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, you know what? Oh, by the way, Pete, I know you're a huge Hunter S. Thompson. You have to say Hunter S. Thompson, don't you? You can't just say Hunter Thompson. You have to say Hunter S. Thompson. Anyway, there's been an investigation since his wife had sued over his cause of death. And I was reading something popped up earlier today, and it said the official cause of death for Hunter S. Thompson was suicide.
Yeah.
That was not, she had claimed that there was some messing around going on or something, and they said, no.
He put a gun in his mouth.
Yeah, it wasn't, nobody to blame. I mean, really, not a thing. And one more thing, too. I don't know whether you saw this. Now, I'll try to make this quick. Again, it's like a showbiz thing, and I don't know why I'm concentrating on it, but something that doesn't seem right. Have you seen, there's a story going around about what the heck is going on with Ryan Seacrest. He was on Wheel of Fortune. And there was a clip on the show that went viral, and he apparently did a clip, and people are saying that's not Ryan Seacrest. He looks like a cadaver. Worried about him over his slimmed down appearance the other day, and he just recently he showed himself like a muscle bound workout guy, and now all of a sudden people said, I don't even know who that is. That's not him. Anyway, I hope he's okay, just for the record. But people are worried about it, so, we hope he's fine. All right, now, let's check out news. Donald Trump, for the record, says that the nurse Preddy was an agitator, possibly an insurrectionist, after spitting and kicking in the video they showed. Again, this is what Anna Navarro said. He'd be a role model for any woman to want to marry or have a child and have him be your daughter's husband. Donald Trump, agitator, insurrectionist, gone way down with a just-released video screaming and spitting in the face of the very calm, under-control ICE officer, crazily kicking in a new and very expensive government vehicle, hard and violent, broke the tail light off in pieces. Quite a display of abuse and anger. Crazy, out of control. Make America great again. He was killed during the struggle with the so-and-so. But, please, even Donald Trump is saying it. Now, some of the reaction. I heard this last night, and if you haven't heard it, it's really just insulting and horrible. The show Breaking Bad, I loved it. It was just, the whole deal. The guy who played, what's his name? Gus Frayne, Giancarlo Esposito. We're going to play cut number one here, Flounder. Giancarlo Esposito, the actor from Breaking Bad, is blaming conservatives for what he says is a revolution, and he's actually calling for a revolution, but blaming it on us. Cut number one, if you will.
This is time for a revolution. It's time for it, and they don't even know that's what they're starting. Some very rich old white men are exerting their power to suppress our own people, thus creating a feeling of civil war in the streets, preparing the haters to hate, teaching them how to shoot. They're not even trained right, to kill. This is all a preparation for a very insidious problem that's happening in our world. And for me, I have to speak out that we will not be iced out. This is not going to happen. They can't take us all down.
They can't take us all down.
Who's we, Mr. Rich Millionaire in your Beverly Hills mansion? You're going to tell other people to die on the streets. That's what they do. Yeah. They stand in the back and yell, go, 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 and they never do anything.
And this is snowballing. Again, we know you got to figure out Hollywood.
The other day, Edward Norton said America needs to take an economic pause of some sort. It's like, we can all afford to do that.
But just stop spending money.
Well, he can.
The man.
Yeah, he can.
Right, exactly. Olivia Wilde, promoting her new film, wore an Ice Out pin on the red carpet at the Sundance Festival, claiming people are being murdered. Molly Ringwald says we need to hunt down ICE agents. And again, the Democrats are saying when they take control again, they're going to have those ICE agents arrested.
That's what will cause an uprising.
Arrested. They are going, and it's not just the ICE agents, it's everybody in the administration going after the illegals. They're going to, they're either going to go after you as an impeachment if you're a federal officer, like, the ones in charge now, or they're going to have you arrested and charged with crimes, the same way they did for the January 6 people. And again, we're letting them get away with this. Everybody who was involved in those protests needs to be captured and handcuffed and set down and ruined like they did everybody else on January 6th for walking in a building. God, this is so freaking... and John Leguizamo, how you pronounce his freaking name. He's a good actor. He was in John Wick. He was in Moulin Rouge, Romeo and Juliet. He's a slimy little bastard. He said, if you follow ICE, don't follow me. Don't come to my shows. Don't watch my movies.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're out. Pagliolero weighed in saying, you think you have more impact than you do, the talk shows. You take this so intelligent it hurts. Say people wrote to you, just say what people write for you. You're better at doing that, copying somebody else's words. Natalie Portman, I heard him talking about this a show before us. She's just horrible about the federal government. Glenn Close, another one, just outraged and sickened by the Trump regime, cruelty, inhumanity, arrogance, corruption, cowardice, hypocrisy, manipulation, cold-blooded murder. Unquote, Glenn Close.
No, that's her industry.
Good Lord. I mean, cold-blooded murder. God. And then
they play with guns. All they do is play with guns. They make their living playing with guns, and they think it's all a game.
It's unbelievable. God, it's almost 5 o'clock. Father, I'm sorry. I got a quickie. Here you go, real quick.
She comes into my office.
Actually, we won't make it. So
we'll do that. Coming up, of course, we have at 5 o'clock, we'll have the news update. We have Holy Crap at Sports coming up. Ken Cook's going to join us at 5:30 for the latest on the thing. Also, coming up, another medical professional says he will not do his licensed medical health duty if you are a MAGA patient. Yeah, well, he's given up his license rather than take care of people who vote Republican. Kimmer, Pete, and Flound, it's 5 o'clock. How you doing? Be careful out there.
The Morning Extra, every weekday morning from 6 to 10 on WFOM and W292 EV Marietta on Dickey Broadcasting Station. Extra 106.3.
Thousands take to the streets. On Lisa Brady, Fox News. A day of action aimed at supporting anti-ICE protests in Minneapolis.
We'll be out here as long as we need to. We want ICE out of the state. Previously, I think there were 80 agents in Minnesota. Now there are 3,000. It's just an overwhelming.
President Trump calls protesters paid troublemakers and defends enforcement of immigration laws.
I was elected on law and order. I was elected on a strong border.
Adding that elections have consequences, though his border czar, who was sent to Minnesota after a second deadly shooting this month, says the president agrees improvements can be made. We're 7 hours away from the start of a partial government shutdown after a House-passed package of spending bills was blocked in the Senate.
Democrats withdrew their support from the spending package after the killing of Alex Pretty. They insisted on reforms for ICE that includes body cams and no roving patrol.
Fox's Chad Pergram on Capitol Hill. A new deal proposed last night is now back on track to fund most of the government with a separate short-term bill for Homeland Security, allowing more time to negotiate on ICE changes.
The Senate will pass a spending package, but they're not in sync with the House. That means there's a shutdown until at least early next week, and that still stings.
The Justice Department has a civil rights probe underway into the shooting death of Alex Pretty last weekend. Meantime, former CNN anchor Don Lemon is due in court in L.A., indicted on federal civil rights crimes over the protest that disrupted a Minnesota church service. Lemon's attorney calls his arrest last night a violation of First Amendment rights as a journalist. Just getting word, a federal judge has struck down key parts of a Trump executive order aimed at requiring proof of citizenship on voter registration forms and absentee ballot applications. Nonprofit groups sued. The Justice Department can appeal. America is listening to Fox News.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/Mike.
This President's Day, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Ben Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G coverage. What? Franklin wasn't even a president. Hang on to those Benjamins. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, to switch to an American wireless company that's truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
Let's get it together, ladies. Left shoulder, right up flank, ready on your dog target. Road guards out. Look out. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer with Pete Davis and Flounder and you. 503. Here's the number 404-741-1230. 741-1230. Ken Cook joins us at 5:30. Get the latest on the forecast. It's going to get cold. Maybe some snow in various parts of this area, but we'll find out. Anyway, it's all coming up 5:30 with you. In the meantime, 404-741-1230 if you want to join us. And if you get just tuned in again, Catherine O'Hara's passed away. Legendary, sweet, funny, beautiful actress in all those comedies. Catherine O'Hara from Schitt's Creek, we'll call it. Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin's very, very upset about it. There's little stories about his reaction to her passing away. She's a Canadian actress, one of 7 children. Catherine O'Hara passed away. She was 71. She's made famous at Second City. And again, we mentioned this earlier in the program. Second City was like the Chicago, what the hell was the name of it?
Toronto.
Toronto. But it was like what they did in Chicago. And it kicked off a lot of the people from the Toronto Second City in Toronto became big stars in America. We mentioned, John Candy, and I don't even remember the whole list you gave there earlier.
Eugene Levy, Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd was up
all
there
those
for
guys.
A bit.
Yeah. And then she was one of them. And then, of course, became famous mostly as Tim Burton's Dahlia girl in Beetlejuice with Winona Ryder. But, of course, Macaulay Culkin's mom in the Home Alone movies, 1990 and 92. She was also in the shows I love the most about the kind of the one troupe together, acting best in show, Waiting for Guffman, A Mighty Wind, For Your Consideration. And just classic. It's a shame. I don't know why. Obviously, it was apparently quick. She had a short illness, and we don't know what it was. 71 years old, Catherine O'Hara, unfortunately. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how you doing? 404-741-1230. And the Epstein files, 3 million documents released today. 3 million. I saw part of the news conference from the Assistant Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche. I like this guy. Seems like a real straight shooter. He's not taking any crap off anybody, too. In fact, one of the girls... reporters, he was talking about the Epstein thing, and then they grilled him about other stuff, too. And one of the girl reporters said, what's your reaction to the fact that they arrested Don Lemon? And he looks at her and he says, What? You want me to jump up and down? What? I don't have a reaction. You got arrested. I don't. It's just these people. They'll do anything to try to start something or get a soundbite or whatever. I don't blame them for trying, but good grief. Anyway, the Epstein thing, they have blacked out every possible facial or identification ID of any girl in these 3 million documents. The girls have all been blacked out, but he said they have not blacked out any male identification. Any male in a picture or a video has not been blacked out. He said they have not redacted anything involving foreign figures or foreign countries or foreign criminal investigation agencies. They have not redacted any of that. And they've only redacted things to protect the women or the girls.
And he said, you're going to look at this stuff and you're not going to find anything at all. And people start saying, what about Donald Trump? I know he's in there. What about you get something on Donald Trump? And he said, listen, I'm going to tell you this again. There's nothing in there on Donald Trump. It's just not there. And then he said the Justice Department has not refused to charge anybody who may have had sexual relations or trafficked the victims. He said there's a thirst or hunger for information I don't think will be satisfied by reviewing these documents. I don't know whether there are men out there and abuse women like this. If we learn about information and evidence allows us to prosecute them, then we will. I don't think the public or you all are going to uncover men within the Epstein files that abuse women, unfortunately. The evidence is not in there. And I'm guessing there was evidence, but it's obviously long gone. If there's videotapes or film and recordings of men, doing things with these little girls, I assume that when the stuff hit the fan, that Epstein and his underlings and stuff got rid of it. But I don't know. But clearly, and again, it was only because everybody demanded the release. So now here you go, 3 million documents. Have fun. Make sure. And by the way, your homework assignment to this weekend is to read it all, and then get back to us on Monday if you could, because I'm not going to read all 3 million things. Anyway, what else we got here? The Don Lemon story. What a bunch of crap. Don Lemon. And by the way, I found to tell you what. Let's play. I'm going to get the right number now here for you today. Let's play cut number 3. This is a woman one of the people arrested on federal charges of disrupting a church service, which was passed back because of the Ku Klux Klan, and it's a legit charge. And so they've arrested 3 more people, including Don Lemon, and one of the other commie haters and the anarchist, Nakima Armstrong, apparently was claiming that it's like being forced to pick cotton and say, yes, sir, Mr. Boss, when she got handcuffed. Flounder number 3, if you will, sir.
We had belly chains around our waist, and we had handcuffs with bars in the middle.
Oh, no.
As someone who majored in African American studies, I can tell you that is the closest I ever felt to slavery in my life. Being shackled as if I was a slave. It is unacceptable and unconscionable, but it's on brand for a while.
Oh, please.
So anybody gets arrested that happens to be black is now a slave if you put him in handcuffs.
Well, so are the white people. I mean, if she said the handcuffs and there's a slat in the middle, therefore, if you're handcuffed with a slat in the middle, you're treated like a slave.
Kimmer, no white person has ever been a slave. You just go look through your history books and educate yourself. She's an expert, damn it.
Yeah. Who built the pyramids? Wasn't that? Weren't Africans. I don't know. Sort of Africans. And again, I'm still waiting for a list of all the wonderful things that the Somalian community has done for the culture of Minneapolis.
Don't keep waiting. Don't hold your breath.
I swear to God, when Mayor Fartface came up and he said, this made major contributions to the culture of the society of our city. I swear to God, some idiot just said, golly, I'm new here, Mayor. What are the top 3 things that the Somalians have done to make your city better?
Top of your head. How did they build Minnesota?
God. Teach you how to wire a detonator in 3rd grade. My God, man. Anyway, real freaking road models. And again, don't forget the dead insurrectionist at, what's her name, Good? Another hysterical, violent hater. The role model for Anna Navarro and those people. She was lost custody of her children. As much of a rabble-rouser she was. Oh, and by the way, have you seen the pictures? Finally on TV, they showed, our morning show boys talked about this the other day, and it never made much media time until I again saw it last night. The dead nurse, the would-be killer nurse who, he wanted to obstruct all the agents. When he was arrested, MSNBC used AI to make him prettier. If you take a mugshot of him and then compared the picture that MSNBC used for the coverage about this poor tragic nurse just trying to help people who were roughed up by the so-and-so, he's much better. They changed everything about his face to make
propaganda.
Him look better.
It's all a lie. Everything they do is a lie.
I mean, I've never heard of such a thing. How could a news operation? Well, it's not a news operation.
Did CNN do it? And did MSNBC copy it?
I don't know who did it first. But it's unbelievable. I mean, it's amazing.
It's all a lie.
I mean, who? And by the way, who thought of it? There had to be some producer or executive.
Well, look at him. He was ugly as hell. So they basically said, we can't make a hero out of this ugly son of a bitch.
Somebody in the producer staff had to say, okay, I got an idea. I mean,
they did the same thing with her.
Yeah.
Her original photos are just, she's back guano crazy, wild-eyed.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, this is really offensive.
Well, remember Trayvon Martin? They took away the one with him with the gun and everything, and they put the one from when he was in grade school or something.
Yeah, that's right. Unbelievable. All right, boys. Anyway, Kipper Pete and Flounder, how's it going? 404-741-1230. We got Holy Crap at Sports. We got tweets. We got Flounder's Funnies and your calls and your stuff. And, it's up to minutes. Oh, and a judge apparently is blocking using ID to register to vote. Oh, please. Here we go.
The National Weather Service just upgraded Metro Atlanta, so that's not a good thing. We'll have Ken Cook tell us, though.
5:30, Ken Cook to get it all out. Hold on. Here we go. Stand by.
Support the advertisers and partners that share your values. Give our extra advertisers the first shot to earn your business. They will deliver for you every time and support the extra community like no one else. Connect with all of our partners online at extra1063.com.
So maybe you've been thinking about it, but maybe you've got the question wrong. For a lot of drivers, the question has been, should I go electric? Maybe the question is supposed to be, does it make sense for me? And right now with the new 2026 Toyota BZ, it's built to fit real life. And with an estimated 314-mile all-electric driving range, quick response, and we're talking 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds, and a quiet, comfortable ride, charge-at-home capabilities where you skip unnecessary stops, and you enjoy the drive. When you purchase at Marietta Toyota, you're buying from a dealership that's been part of the community since 1975. 3+ generations of car buyers who have realized Marietta Toyota does it better. Customer service beyond the sale is what they do. With the people in the service support to stand behind what you buy day in and day out. Right now, Marietta Toyota, 0% APR for 72 months, plus $3,500 bonus cash on a new 2026 BZ. Visit us on Cop Parkway South. Marietta Toyota, we've been here and we'll be here for you.
0% APR for 72 months equals $1,389 for $1,000 finance with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. Not all buyers will qualify. $3,500 bonus APR cash from SCTF requires financing with SCTF. Applied as a down payment. No cash back. Offer ends 2/2/26.
If a crystal ball showed a crash in your future, you'd buckle up before leaving your driveway. But no one knows what will happen when they get on the road. Around every corner are drivers that are speeding, distracted, or worse. And your best protection on the road is always a seatbelt. Many crashes would have different outcomes if drivers and passengers were wearing seatbelts. Make sure your future is buckled up. That's why the Governor's Office of Highway Safety says, click it or ticket.
Sponsored by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
This Valentine's Day, give a gift that says forever and a night out that says, I thought of everything. Hi, I'm Jaron Solomon, and right now at Solomon Brothers, when you spend $9.99 or more, dinner at Michelin recommended Tiny Lou's is on us. Tiny Lou's is a chic French-American brasserie serving seasonally inspired French favorites, complemented by a French-focused wine list. It's intimate, retro chic, and the perfect setting for romance. So whether it's diamond studs, trendy layered necklaces, or the bracelet she's been hinting at, you're not just giving a gift, you're creating the whole evening. One stop, one perfect surprise. At Solomon Brothers, we don't just help you get Valentine's Day right, we help you earn credit for planning the whole thing in advance. Solomon Brothers Jewelers, Buckhead, Alpharetta, and Sharpsburg, helping Atlanta say I do and I love you since 1982.
If you've been waiting for the right time to upgrade your home's comfort, this is it. Central Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to announce the 29th annual Winter White Sale, and it's our lowest pricing of 2026. For a limited time, everything is on sale. Heating and cooling systems and complete home performance solutions with rebates and discounts up to $2,300. Are you dealing with hot or cold spots in your home? Energy bills that just keep climbing? Or unhealthy indoor air affecting your family's comfort? Central has the solution. As your trusted carrier partner, they install industry-leading carrier systems backed by strong warranties and peace of mind that comes with proven performance and efficiency. With 79 years experience, Central Heating and Air Conditioning knows how to design comfort solutions that work, not just today, but for years to come. This is your chance to save big during Central's 29th annual Winter White Sale, but it won't last long. Central Heating and Air Conditioning, delivering carrier comfort for the world we share.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
All right, look out. 1977, the Hardy Boys Mysteries debuted on ABC TV. Parker Stevenson and Sean Cassidy as teen detectives, kind of the male version of Nancy Drew. And now, sponsored by Gliegman's Flams. If you need Flams, you need Gliegman's. Holy crap, it's sports with Pete Davis.
Unfortunately, because of the snowy weather this weekend, this Saturday's much-anticipated Braves Fest at Truist Park has been canceled.
That's too bad. That was going to be fun. That's always a fun day.
There's some like 80,000 people.
Yeah, I know. That's a shame.
Braves assigned left-hander Martin Perez to a minor league deal today. 34-year-old former All-Star, that's the report, has a chance to prove he has recovered from his elbow and shoulder issues. Had just 11 appearances last year, 10 starts with the White Sox. Perez has been primarily used as a starter through his 14-season big league career. Has a record of 91-93 and an ERA of over 4. Spring training games begin 3 weeks from today.
Holy cow. Good.
That's right. Excellent. Falcons have their man, former Bears assistant GM Ian Cunningham, the new general manager here in Atlanta. So good luck to Mr. Cunningham.
Here we go.
For the first time in his 18-year career, 41-year-old quarterback Joe Flacco has made a Pro Bowl.
No, is that right?
Isn't that nice?
I'll be darned.
That's right.
Well,
maybe he'll be
him.
playing for the Falcons next year. We'll see.
Well, yeah, probably. Yeah.
New England quarterback Drake May, who has not missed a practice all season, missed one today, causing more speculation about his injured shoulder, and he's also supposedly under the weather, too.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm telling you, I put my money on the Seahawks.
Yeah.
That's what I do, but that's just me. Yesterday, Vikings GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah held a news conference and tried to explain why a year ago he let Sam Darnold go after he led Minnesota to a 14-3 record.
Yeah.
Darnold has now led the Seahawks to the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Obviously, Kwesi did not do a very good job convincing everyone because today he is out of a job after they finished 9-8, missed the playoffs after trying to go with the much-injured rookie J.J. McCarthy. Kwesi was at the Senior Bowl yesterday, and today they fired him.
Oh, my, yeah. Let me explain why I let the quarterback go. Didn't you say he's won more games than the entire New York Jets had all season? He's won two games.
Sam Darnold has won 30 games in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
The New York Jets in the last 6 have 28 victories. Supposedly a rumor is that the Vikings have tried to trade McCarthy to the Raiders.
Really? Well,
That guy's
either
never
way.
been 89-year-old former football coach Lou Holtz has entered into hospice care.
Yeah.
Lou Holtz won the 1988 National Championship at Notre Dame. He also was head coach. What other teams was he at?
South Carolina?
Yes, South Carolina's one.
And, I know there was another one.
Yeah, we had a quiz on this like a week ago.
It was Notre Dame, South Carolina, and Arkansas.
Arkansas, North NC State, Minnesota, William and Mary.
Oh, I remember
and even
Minnesota. Yeah.
the New York Jets.
That's right. The pros.
He was 3-10.
Yeah, they had 1 year, right? Didn't he last 1 year and he was out?
1 year, 3-10.
Yeah.
His college record: 249 wins, 132 losses, 7 ties. Pretty good. Pretty good. He won the Paul Bear Bryant Award, the Eddie Robinson Coach of the Year Award, was named Sporting News College Football Coach of the Year twice. Lou Holtz inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame here in Atlanta in 2008.
And he's alive. He's in hospice.
He's still
care.
alive. His son, Skip, says he's fighting, but he's in hospice right now.
89. Wow.
Hawks lose at home 104-86 last night to the Rockets. I bet Quenisha probably didn't even get you any after that.
No, I let her alone. It was,
didn't touch her.
No,
C.J. McCollum led Atlanta with 23 points. She gets a little touchy when
very aggressive.
Novak Djokovic is going to play for his 25th Grand Slam title when he takes on Carlos Alcaraz in the Aussie Open. Djokovic outlasted Jannik Sinner in 5 sets. Alcaraz looked done with leg cramps, but officials gave him a medical timeout to recover, which sent Germany's Alexander Zverev into a tizzy, saying tennis protects both Alcaraz and Sinner because they're the golden boys right now. The German even used John McEnroe's famous line, which is...
Surely you can't be serious. You've got to be kidding,
serious. Right in front of McEnroe.
Oh, my God. Are you serious? Oh, how funny is that?
Yes, I'm serious.
Oh, is that...
You can't be serious. The usual suspects are angry. The NFL is putting patches on the Super Bowl uniforms that simply read USA 250 to commemorate our country's 250th anniversary this year. Anybody's got a problem with this?
What's wrong with that? Who's got a problem? This is a problem?
The liberals.
Oh, my
How
God.
dare you say anything patriotic? How dare you? In fact, several of them are screaming, "You're politicizing the Super Bowl."
Politicizing? It's our country's birthday. Oh, my God.
These people hate America. Everything they say and do, they hate the country. Ship them somewhere. Ship them to Cuba. Ship them somewhere and make them have to live like that.
Yeah, see how they like it. Holy criminy.
The White House has thus made a deal with all of the major leagues to use the patriotic patches all year.
I love it.
Now, there's too many patches. I'll say that. But this one they deserve to have on.
So if they can put a slogan that says, "Stop shooting black people," or whatever the hell they put in their helmets, they can put this up there. I'm not sure that's exactly what the slogan they had.
Did they hand those out in the inner city? Because that's the only place really that it would work. No wonder sports writers are so curmudgeonly. They're facing extinction. The Washington Post is so strapped and ready to get rid of their sports department, they may not even send a reporter to cover the Super Bowl. The newspaper that once had the likes of Shirley Povich and Thomas Boswell fading fast.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it gets worse. Managing editor Kimi Yoshino sent an email to more than a dozen journalists January 24th, canceling their plans to cover the Winter Olympics in Italy 2 weeks before the opening ceremony. The Post had already spent more than $80,000 on housing alone, secured 14 credentials for the games. After public criticism and internal revolt, they all began when managing editor Kimi Yoshino sent that email. Well, they basically, the Post has had to rescind this. They're only sending 4 reporters now out of the 14 they were supposed to send.
Good Lord.
Yeah. And things must be really tough for Jeff Bezos these days. I knew I should have ordered more Cadbury chocolates off Amazon this Christmas. Yeah. The Post told their 2 Nationals beat writers not to book travel for spring training. Also, they will no longer send reporters on the road to cover the Capitals Wizards. And don't even talk to me about covering the Mystics.
Jeez.
The entire sports department could be dissolved as part of a massive newsroom layoff, expected to number in the hundreds. The foreign desk also expected to face deep cuts, the Washington Post.
Wow.
Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men in the world, niggling and diming over sending a few reporters somewhere.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, pretty bad. Talk about the hard first day at the new office. Former ESPN anchor Elle Duncan's first assignment at Netflix was to narrate the Alex Honnold climbing of the skyscraper in Taiwan.
Oh, yeah.
So, what would she have done if he fell and became instant street pizza?
Yeah.
Here's what Elle Duncan said. I had a card on my lap that basically was like, "We've experienced a fall, and we're going to get off air now, and we will update you as soon as we can on Alex's condition. We were on a delay. They were going to cut away to something very wide so we would not watch him fall. And then I was going to pop on camera. I was going to make that statement, and they were just going to go off air."
Yeah. Well, what else are you going to do? Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. Now, I would have watched to see how he fell, but I wouldn't have watched him fall. I would have been curious to see what happened, but then I wouldn't have watched the rest of it. No. Yeah. By the way, I wonder how long it would have been before a leaked pirate version would have come out, and would you have watched it?
Yeah.
All the way?
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Cold.
You're cold,
man.
Very cold, yeah.
Lindsey Vohn's comeback dream may be in jeopardy after crashing today at the Alpine Ski World Cup in Switzerland. Bad timing. Vaughn crashed during an early run, got up holding her right knee. Yeah. She was able to ski down the mountain, across the finish line, went to the medical tent, then airlifted to a hospital. Now, while I've seen it, looked like they picked her right up off the hospital, the mountain. So she's 41 years old now. Last competed in the 2018 Olympics, won bronze in the women's downhill. Retired in 2019. They replaced her right knee a couple of years ago.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Yeah,
wow.
She's got a fake knee in there, and she's doing this.
Holy.
On this day, January 30th of 1936, new owners of the Boston Braves polled the newspaper journalists of Boston to pick a new team nickname.
Of the Boston Braves?
Yeah.
What year was this?
1936.
And they wanted a new nickname for the Boston Braves. Well,
yeah, so in 1940, they became the Boston Bees.
Bees?
Bees. B-E-E-S.
Not
They
beans?
came back to the Braves in 41.
Well, what was the bees thing about, I wonder?
I don't know. 1983, Super Bowl 17, Rose Bowl, Pasadena. Redskins beat the Dolphins 27-17. The MVP was John Riggins, Washington running back.
Oh, yeah. He said, hey, lighten up, Sandy, baby. It's Sandra O'Connor on the Supreme Court. He actually met her. He said, lighten up, Sandy.
I think he broke open that Super Bowl. He ran around the left end or something and just took off.
Oh, he was a monster. Yeah, he was
a
tough.
tank.
Tough kid, yeah.
1994, Super Bowl 28, Georgia Dome. Cowboys beat the Bills 30-13. MVP Emmitt Smith, running back of Dallas. In 2000, Super Bowl 34, Georgia Dome. The St. Louis Rams beat the Titans 23-16. I know because I was there.
And some classroom. Oh, sorry.
I wasn't sitting listening to Beatles records.
Some rice patties up at my knees.
I had so much swag. You know, they gave you a lot of stuff, like seat cushions and books and all this stuff. I literally sat the entire game holding all this stuff in my seat. It was unbelievable. What a great ending, though. They caught the guy like the 1 yard line and kept him from scoring, and the Rams won it. It was a great Super Bowl. Kurt Warner, St. Louis quarterback, was the MVP. Yeah. And by the way, you may remember that not one but 2 ice storms that week here in Atlanta.
Yeah. And
the poor Titans had to have their media day in freezing cold tents in Buckhead with heaters everywhere. We were freezing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and we always joke that there would never be another Super Bowl in Atlanta. Although somebody said we're getting the one in 2 years. Is that
really?
true?
I
that
don't
we're getting
know.
2028? I haven't seen that rumor. Well, I did see that rumor. I just didn't know that. All right, what else we got here? Okay, going down the list. Birthdays in 1925. Chalmers Elliott, College Football Hall of Fame halfback and coach of Michigan, born in Detroit. Now, Chalmers is a little too foo-foo for college football.
Yeah, Chalmers.
So they gave him a nickname.
Okay, Rocky. Probably.
Bump,
I like it.
Chalmers Bump Elliott. By the way, Flounder found this earlier. There's a rumor floating around earlier that the Golden State Warriors had fired Steve Kerr.
Oh,
but it
really?
looks like it may be a parody account, and some other people ran with it too. So I don't think we're that lucky, but I can't find it anywhere.
I know because I saw it on Twitter, and then I I Googled it, and I didn't see any stories. Obviously, if it was true, there'd be stories.
Such a hater, just a really nasty bastard.
It's coming.
Yeah.
1943, Davy Johnson, second baseman, won World Series in 1966 and 70 with the Orioles. 4-time All-Star, played for the Atlanta Braves, hit 40 homers plus 1 year.
Yeah.
Manager, World Series 86 Mets, Manager of the Year for the Orioles, also for the Nationals. Born in Orlando, he died last year. Davy Johnson, one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
Also born this day, his 71st birthday, and 1955, golfer Curtis Strange won the U.S. Open in 88 and 89, born in Norfolk.
Yes, sir.
We call that something else.
Norfolk. All right, sir.
Yeah, we can't say that.
Yeah.
Payne Stewart, born on this day in 1957, golfer, U.S. Open winner, 91, 99, PGA in 89, born in Springfield, Missouri, and of course, that tragic plane crash, which I was traveling with Falcons at the time, and we left that when I said, oh my God, the plane, they don't know what's going on with the plane. And when we landed in Atlanta, the first newspaper I saw showed that his plane had crashed.
Yeah. Well, again, they lost oxygen and they all just passed out. And I remember the Air Force was tracking them to see whether they should shoot it down. And this was a serious thing because this thing was an airplane on its own in the sky, and it's going to crash somewhere. And they didn't want it to crash in a major city.
That's
they
true.
were saying we'll shoot this down if we need to. And as it turned out, it went down on its own in not a populated area, but still.
Dead people on this date. 2016, Ken Sailors, basketball point guard, popularized, may have invented the jump shot, dead at 95. 2023, Bobby Beathard, Pro Football Hall of Fame executive with the Redskins and the Chargers of San Diego, also worked for the Falcons, a very nice man. Died from Alzheimer's disease back in, he's 86 years old. Also, Bobby Hull died on this day in 2023, Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame left wing for the Blackhawks and the Winnipeg Jets. And Dick Button passed away last year on this date, figure skater, won Olympic gold in 48 and 52, World Championships in 48 to 52, and Emmy Award-winning broadcaster for ABC, dead at the age of 95.
The first time I heard triple sow cow and the double toe loop. It's a quadruple toe loop and the triple sow cow.
Man could skate.
There you go. 5:31, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. How's your Let It Rip Friday? We got more.
Coming up, Mr. Ken Cook.
Ken Cook, next. It's weather time. Here we go.
Hi, it's Los, here with Tom Mitchell, the honest car guy. Tom, you are changing the way people are buying their next pre-owned car or truck. How are you doing it?
You know, Los, we found a better way for customers to buy a car. An honest way, a very transparent way. You pay what we pay plus our honest fee.
How do you prove that?
We even prove it to you by giving you a copy of the bill of sale at the end of the deal.
How much can people save when they buy their next vehicle with the Honest Car Guy?
I've saved people upwards of $20,000 and $30,000. I mean, it really depends on the year, the make, the model of the car, and the price of the car. You know, on a $15,000 car, I can't save you $20,000. We can probably save you $2,000 or $3,000. But it's through the course of the whole sale. The big one here that people don't realize, the financing. You go into the dealership, they tell you your rate's 9%. Well, really, it's probably 7% because they're allowed to make 2 points on there. The Honest Car Guy, you'll save an average of $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the price of the car.
Folks, if you want to save thousands on your next pre-owned car or truck, try the Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME1 or honestcarguy.com.
Hey Atlanta, it's Mark from Atlanta Safe House. It's 2026 and it's going to be a great year. So let's start the year off with a quiz. So what's the difference in a criminal and a socialist Democrat? Well, a criminal wants to steal your stuff, but a socialist Democrat wants to steal your freedom. So let's talk about safes. The Atlanta Safe House has the largest selection of safes in the Southeast. Brands like Browning, Champion, and Fort Knox. With over 500 safes in stock, we are the place to buy a safe. So come by the showroom or go to atlantasafehouse.com.
Calling all contractors. This is Devin Stovall of Stovall & Company, and we're here for you. We're a third-generation, family-owned and operated company for 75 years and just opened our 11th location in Canton on 9500 Union Hill Road. We're proud to provide your wholesale irrigation, nursery, and landscape supply needs. How do you envision your dream outdoor space for you or your customers? We're here to fulfill them all. We all take pride in special requests and shipping right to your job site. Here at Stovall, we have it all. Check us out at StovallINC.com.
You know, this is one of those topics that no one really wants to think about, but if you're a parent, a homeowner, married, or helping take care of aging parents, it's something that honestly deserves a little attention. I'm talking about estate planning. And before you tune out thinking it's complicated or expensive, that's actually why I want to mention Trust and Will. Trust and Will makes estate planning feel way less intimidating than it sounds. They offer modern, attorney-designed wills and trusts that you can create online. And the process is surprisingly straightforward. In fact, you can create a will in as little as 30 minutes. That includes things like guardianship for your kids or pets, how your assets are distributed, and even healthcare directives. Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your loved ones with Trust and Will, the most trusted name in online estate planning. Go to trustandwill.com/plan to get 20% off. That's trustandwill.com/plan for 20% off. trustandwill.com/PLAN.
All right, look out now. 1968, the Velvet Underground released their second album, White Light, White Heat. The band's last studio album with multi-instrumentalist and founding member John Cale, recorded after band leader Lou Reed fired Andy Warhol, who had produced their debut album. The Velvet Underground and Nico, they hired Steve Sesnick as a manager and hired producer Tom Wilson. The album includes lyrically transgressive themes like their debut and explored topics like sex, amphetamines, and drag queens. Velvet Underground, answer.
Love the Velvet Underground.
There you go. Quick birthday, Wilmer Valderrama is 46. Wilmer played Fez on that 70s show. He was also in NCIS. Wilmer Valderrama is 46 years old. And on this day, the first brawl on the floor of the House of Representatives in America on this day in 1798. There was an argument. Matthew Lyon, the representative from Vermont, spits tobacco juice in the face of Congressman Roger Griswold from Connecticut. Lyon later apologized, writing an apology for the incident, but 2 weeks later, after a resolution to remove Lyon failed, Griswold attacked him with his cane. So Lyon retreated to a fire pit, grabbed a hold of a couple of those big tongs from the chimney, and started battling it out until the other congressman broke it up. 1798. Hell, I remember the day back here in Georgia when they used to throw chicken bones at each other. Anyway, hold everything. It's 5:36. Do we have Ken Cook and Mr. Weather on the phone? It's Ken Cook. It's Ken Cook on the weather time. Hey, Ken, how's it going, man? What are we in for this weekend and next week, sir? How's it going? No, boy. Hey, Ken. Here we go. Where's Ken? We don't have Ken. Ken died. Ken's gone. Ken's. We're trying to get Ken. We'll keep trying.
Efforting.
Hold on. Well, something. We have a little.
How you been, Kimmer? You been all right?
No.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here's Ken Cook. Right. Hey, Ken, you're there. Can you hear me now? Oops, a daisy. Well, I don't know. All right, we'll get it figured out. Don't go. I mean, again, we'll stall until we get it. Well, no, obviously something happened. So, but it's just. I think it's just.
We're hunkering down. We're going to make chicken vegetable soup and lasagna.
And lasagna.
I baked a cake last night.
Oh my. Well, oops, a daisy. Well, I know we got the line working then, so we'll call him back. In the meantime, hold on, because I got a whole bunch of. Oh, I mentioned this Florida nurse. I'm not making this up. There's a Florida nurse named Eric Martindale, and he is no longer a registered nurse in Florida, according to the Attorney General. We have zero tolerance for partisans who put politics above their ethical duty to treat patients with respect and dignity they deserve. This Florida nurse, Eric Martindale, said, I will not perform anesthesia for any surgeries or anybody who is MAGA. How we doing? We got Ken Cook?
Yes, we do.
It's Ken Cook, weather time. Hey, Ken, sorry for the mix-up, man. How's it going? Welcome.
It's going great. Susie and I have been listening to you for the last hour. You guys are a riot. It turned onto your show because we're up here in the Charlotte area. It's about a week ago. Somebody who reads my Facebook page, her name is Starla. She wrote me last Wednesday and said, you were looking for me to be on your show. And she told me that. And I called you about 4 o'clock in the afternoon last Wednesday. You put me, and we've been listening to you via extra1063.com.
Yeah.
You guys are a riot. I mean,
well, no. We're just on the radio. We're just here. We open it up. We go home. I mean, that's it. It's not a big deal. We're just talking and stuff. So.
Here, because you guys are a riot. I mean, if I were in 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, I wish you guys were. If I were in Atlanta driving home after 6, I'd want you guys on too, because stuck at 85, 75, 285, 400, like, oh crap. But listen to you guys, it would make it funny. It would make it like being worth it.
Well, that's very nice. We're flattered. We're humbled and flattered. Thank you so much. glad you're a part of it. You're a part of the team. So,
thank you.
Now, what are we in for? Now, is there new stuff going now? Did we hear there's a change in what's the forecast? Are we in for snow? We're in for cold. What's going on? Do we know?
I don't know. I got that alert. I looked at the Weather Service stuff. What they're doing, they're trying to pull it a little bit back farther west, toward Atlanta, and they're saying 1 to 3 possible. I don't know about that. I think, somewhere near Atlanta, Dalton, Rome, Atlanta, that's kind of the western end of it. Now, it might be a little farther west. You know what? I've been in this business for a long time in Atlanta, since 73. And everyone is different. Everyone is unique. This is unique. 73, 82, 93, 14. Everyone that comes along is different. So, there's a chance to get a little bit more in Atlanta. But I'll tell you what, the reason that's possible is because the air is so cold that even if you got 5/100ths of an inch, excuse me. Yeah, it's 5/100ths. Yeah. There's like a 20-to-1 ratio. So you multiply that by 20, and that's like an inch of snow. I mean, it is just,
wow.
The air is so dry. The snow is going to be so fluffy.
Yeah.
So let's just say it starts somewhere near Atlanta, okay?
Okay.
It's going to get heavier as you go east and northeast up toward Athens and Gainesville and Lake Lanier and the mountains and the Savannah River. So it's going to start about Atlanta, give it a little bit west maybe, but it just gets heavier as you go up 85 and out 20.
Yeah. Are we talking Saturday night, Sunday morning into Monday kind of deal? Do we have a handle on when we're expecting this?
It's Saturday. So, I think that by, midnight tonight, something measurable could start, way up there in the mountains of northeast Georgia, something measurable. And as we go, toward morning, it's still mostly north of Atlanta and Athens, okay?
Yeah.
I think mostly of us, okay?
Yeah.
And it's plus or minus. I mean, this is it's always a crapshoot. I mean, it's plus or minus. But as we get into Saturday morning, it's trying to work down toward Atlanta and Rome and Athens and maybe Augusta. So it's trying to work down. It's this conflict.
Yeah.
It's this conflict of cold air, high, and moisture coming in. It's just this conflict that's going to keep happening tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Now, again, this snow we're thinking is not going to be the sticky, wet snow. This is more likely to be. Would this be it would not be a problem driving? Do we think? Even though it's going to be that cold, is this not going to be an icy thing? Do we think, or what's your thought on that?
My thoughts are, Kimber, it's just a dry, fluffy snow, and the wind's going to be blowing like hell. It's going to be blowing 20 to 40 miles an hour. So,
oh boy,
it's blowing off the road onto the side, and it's dry and fluffy. So,
okay, good.
It's different. One of these situations, man, it's always different.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm expecting very cold temperatures and some snow stuff, but I'm not expecting an ice storm. I'm not expecting to be, afraid to drive the car, and that's my attitude. Does that sound reasonable?
I think that sounds reasonable. I think the thing that really people should be concerned about is the extreme cold, the strong wind, with or without snow on these trees.
Yeah.
We got forecasts now in the North Georgia area, Carolinas, 40 to 45 miles an hour, okay?
Wow, that's brutal. Yeah.
That could take down some of these old dead trees, especially pine trees.
Yeah.
Could push the power line somewhat. We don't know where that's going to be, and that could cause a power. So be prepared for that.
Yeah. Okie doke. Well, I think it's good news, really. I mean, the cold's not any fun. And again, people, they're saying you should leave your water dripping or a little, maybe a teeny steady stream, but leave the water on in your house. Open up the cupboards underneath your sink and places that have pipes under them so they get the heat from the room too. And cover up take your hose inside if you have it out by the garage and maybe cover up that faucet and keep the water running and, off we go. We'll see.
My outside's dripping. I mean, the insides don't necessarily have to drip if there's water, warmth in the house. Open those cupboards, fine.
Yeah.
My wife, Susie, was telling me earlier, she said, it's cold under the sink over here. I said, well, we got that faces two outside walls. We'll open that. We'll open that door.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
there you go. All right. Well, listen, Ken, thank you. I can't thank you enough. Again, this is great. And again, when this happens, we're definitely going to be calling you because we rely on your friendliness, your expertise, and your experience after all these years. Especially as my official Kimmer weather mentor, who got me into the weather business for a year over at WAG on Channel 5.
You and I on Fox 5 years ago. What a combination that was.
Oh, mercy. Listen, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Stay warm. Hi to your sweet lady, and we'll be talking to you, Ken Cook. Thanks again. Really appreciate it.
The Flounder, too. Flounder is great. I love hearing Flounder.
He's the greatest. We got a great team here. There's no question about it.
You're too sweet, Ken. Thank you.
We need him on the air more, too, and I'm trying to convince him to be more on the radio. So, anyway.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Have a good one, Ken Cook, right there.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Coming up on 5:45 here, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. It's going to get cold, but it's okay. We'll be fine.
Get connected to Extra 106.3 on all your favorite apps. Then download ours and stream the station across Georgia. We're live online at extra1063.com. Stream live video from the studios on YouTube. And of course, Kimmer, Boortz, and your favorite Extra shows in crystal clear digital on the Extra 106.3 app.
Here today with Evan Ward of Atlas Retirement. And Evan, I recently read an article that said 65% of those surveyed, they're more worried about running out of money in retirement than they are of death itself. So let's talk about some of the ways you can help our listeners replace that paycheck they've relied on for all these years in their working lives.
Well, it makes sense that they'd be scared of that because what do you do if you run out of money in retirement? You're going to go back to work? Who's hiring folks that are retired and physically and mentally you're going to be able to do that? And isn't the whole point of having a financial advisor so that you never have to worry about that again? So one of the ways that we do that is we build a fully comprehensive income plan so that we know there's money coming in every month that'll cover your bills, give you the quality of life that you're looking for, no matter what the market's doing, no matter how long you live. in some cases, regardless of what happens to you health-wise. So we can put plans in place to eliminate or at least mitigate all of those kind of risks every single person deals with in retirement.
I know a lot of our parents relied on pensions, but let's be honest, Evan, the pension is becoming a thing of the past, but there are ways for folks to create their own personal pensions, aren't there?
Yeah, so I'm a big proponent of do-it-yourself pension, but when we do the pension ourselves, the one negative with a pension is all the value in the pension goes away once you turn on the actual income. With the plans that we build, with the do-it-yourself pensions, you maintain that asset, or more specifically, your surviving spouse, your kids. And so you live forever. You get a ton of paychecks, and whatever's left over goes to the wife and kids, surviving spouse, beneficiaries, whoever that might be.
Call Atlas Retirement for a complimentary review of your savings and investments today. Call 678-736-7799. Again, that's 678-736-7799. Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor.
You're setting a lot of goals for 2026, big plans, new adventures, and Subaru of Gwinnett has the vehicles to get you there. The 2026 Subaru Forester is the same reliable SUV that's earned the trust of drivers for decades, but with more adventurous style and more advanced safety technology. And you'll love exploring in the 2026 Subaru Crosstrek. It gives you up to 34 miles per gallon and the power of a 182 horsepower Subaru Boxer engine, adding plenty of go to your adventures. The 2026 Subaru Outback shares your adventurous spirit. With up to 32 miles per gallon and 9.5 inches of ground clearance, you can explore your world with confidence. And the 2026 Subaru Legacy is what happens when we put the best of Subaru into a sedan. A turbocharged 260 horsepower Subaru Boxer engine makes driving a thrill. Love is out there. Find it at Subaru of Gwinnett, Satellite Boulevard in Duluth, or shop online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
Hello.
Hey, is this Mike Fitzgerald?
No, I think you have the wrong number. Wish I could help you.
Well, you could if you were Mike Fitzgerald.
Who is Mike Fitzgerald?
Mike Fitzgerald is the only realtor I'll talk to because he can sell my house fast for a great price and even in this market.
Yeah, I'm definitely not Mike Fitzgerald.
Oh, I figured that out. Because Mike Fitzgerald would have sold my house already.
Need to sell your home? You need Mike Fitzgerald from the Harry Norman Realtors team. Exclusive Georgia members of Forbes Global Properties. Learn more at MikeFitzgeraldRealty.com. That's where you'll find Mike Fitzgerald.
John Michaels here, and if you want the perfect gift for the sports fan, the tailgater, or the bourbon lover, this is it. 13 Heroes Premium Spirits honors the brave 13 Americans lost in Afghanistan, and every bottle makes a difference. Order direct to consumer at 13heroes.com, and a donation will be made to the Warrior Alliance for every bottle sold. Their Delta 7 and Alpha single barrel are clean, smooth, and award-winning, and guaranteed to exceed expectations. Give back. Give great bourbon. Order now at 13heroes.com. 13 Heroes, American Spirit done right.
Matt, where does confidence actually come from?
Well, Brooke, most people think it's about faking it or achieving more. But real confidence starts with something simpler, self-awareness.
So how do you know if you're self-aware? And more importantly, how do you increase it?
That's where our image process comes in at howpeopleseeyou.com.
Is that the same process made famous by casting director Sam Christensen from MASH?
Yeah, and today it's helping corporate professionals show up with clarity and authenticity because confidence starts when who you are matches how you're seen. Learn more at howpeopleseeyou.com and sign up for a free preview event. That's howpeopleseeyou.com.
Hey, this is John Flading. I'm the president and owner of ATL Turf Co. We are a family-owned, operated, independent local company. We have over 15 years of artificial grass design, installation, and sales experience. From premium artificial lawns and backyards, custom putting greens, sports fields, hardscape, drainage. We do both residential and commercial. If you can dream it, we can build it. Just go to atlturfco.com to schedule an appointment.
Yeah, look out. Oh, boy. It's Elvis. Yeah, Carl Perkins hit right here now. It was 1956. Elvis started recording what would be his first album at the RCA Studios, including his version of the Carl Perkins song, Blue Suede Shoes. Johnny Cash planted the seed for the song in the fall of 1955, while Carl Perkins, Johnny Cash, and Elvis and other Louisiana hayride acts were touring around the South. Johnny Cash told Carl Perkins of a black airman in the Air Force. Johnny Cash was in the Air Force. A black airman named C.V. White, whom he had met while serving in the military in Germany, and who had referred to his military regulation airman's shoes as blue suede shoes. Elvis and Carl Perkins and the whole team. Kara Peyton Flounder, 551. On this day in history, hey, boo-boo. Hanna-Barbera syndicated cartoon series. The voices of Dawes Butler as the sneaky bear, always on the lookout for a pick-and-nick basket, and Don Messica's little boo-boo bear, often scolded by Ranger Smith. It's Yogi Bear Show, scolded by Ranger Smith and visited by Cindy Bear. The series featured episodes of the pink mountain lion Snagglepuss, who spent most of his time avoiding the hunter Major Minor, and Yacky Doodle, a duckling and best friend and protector bulldog Chopper.
What's it, Snagglepuss? Exit stage left.
Yeah.
Running all the way.
Oh, tonight even.
Yeah, it's a theater. A movie even.
Unbelievable.
It was the best.
And by the way, in 1957, future U.S. President Ronald Reagan guest hosted the TV show This Is Your Life, filling in for Ralph Edwards, who was sick. The guest was a commander describing his World War II experiences. Ronald Reagan also filled in the next week. This Is Your Life. Was that wasn't the one where they showed up unexpectedly and you didn't know? And what the hell was that one? Was that the one?
They did show up and you didn't know it was going on.
You didn't know they were coming. Theoretically, it was a
Yeah.
surprise. I think that was the one. And they could have been out back gardening. It could have been at the pool. I mean, whatever. And they just showed up and with a TV camera said, "Hi, we're here." And I think that was the one.
Oh, by the way, you
Yes.
gave some really sage advice there when you were talking to Ken about coldness and everything.
Yeah, really? Like what?
When you said, bring the hose in. Because, if you're cold, they're cold.
It's really not fair either, because after all, they are, part of the team. By the way, you want to hear a weird freaking history thing? It's called Just Feet. On this day in 1999, a giant shoe retailer just for feet tripped and fell flat on its face in front of an estimated 127 million people on TV.
Yeah, I got fired from there. I worked there in high school.
Just for feet, is that right?
Yeah.
A Birmingham, Alabama-based company recent years had expanded into a retail behemoth with superstores all over America. This was in 1999, but they were trying to get even bigger. God, it's hard to read this thing. What better way than to run a spectacular commercial during the Super Bowl? Viewers were known to scrutinize product ads. The cost was exorbitant. Boom. We're looking to do build our brand, said the CEO. So we wanted people to see this and say, boy, that was amazing. We're customers for years, want to shop with you. So they did something different. Ran during the fourth quarter, just for feet. Stunningly racist. The ad opened with a shot of what appeared to be four white guys, race and sex of them later disputed, in a military Humvee, just for feet on the license plate, tracking the footprints of a barefoot black runner in Kenya as a lion looked on. Catching up with the man, the white guys offered him water, apparently laced with some kind of tranquilizer. When he drank it, immediately the black guy collapsed on the ground, after which the men forced a pair of Nikes on his feet. Then when the helpless black guy recovered his senses, he saw the shoes on his feet and began to shout, "No, no." The spot closed with him still trying to shake off the shoes from his feet as he ran away. The backlash from the ad was immediate and fierce, appalling, insensitive, to the New York Times. Advertising Age magazine. Bob Garfield said it was boy, talk about neo-colonialism, culturally imperialistic, probably racist. Have these people lost their minds? The Just for Feet was renamed Just for Racists. The ad agency who signed off on the commercial should be required to come up with a campaign that shows the worst about their own cultures. And in fact, the company sued the advertising campaign for the commercial. As a direct consequence, they had unprofessional performance and lost everything. Little sympathy for the dispute. They ran a fool for proposing such a thing, and they paid for it during the Super Bowl. Good grief. All right, 5:55. Oh, by the way, Brian May, the Queen rocker, says, America's too dangerous. We're not coming there. We're not going to be seeing you people anymore.
Oh, what a shame. Another washed-up rocker.
Yeah, he says, it's very sad because I feel like Queen grew up in America, and we love it, but it's just not what it was. Everyone's thinking twice about going there at the moment.
Good. The less Euro weenies to deal with.
Yeah, well, it's just too dangerous, you know. They had Adam Lambert stepping in for Freddie Mercury at somebody last time.
We don't need him here either.
No, those guys are freaking unbelievable.
We can listen to the records, Brian, so thanks for the memory.
Yeah. And by the way, I mentioned I was trying to get the name of that TV show. My Name is Earl. A couple in Florida, Tiffany Score and Stephen Mills, went to an Orlando fertility clinic known as the best in the business, and they were very excited. They were going to have a baby. They had their baby. The embryo implanted. The couple gave birth to a beautiful, healthy female baby girl. Unfortunately, the parents are white and the baby is black. So they are suing. No genetic relationship. The test showed it. So now the parents are saying, the problem is we love the baby. They've had her for a while. Now, this was some time ago. And so we love the baby and we're happy to raise her. But the problem is we're depriving another couple of having the baby that they wanted, of their baby, of their genetics. So we don't know. And where's our baby? Who got our baby? So what the hell are they supposed to do? Someone's going to have to make a decision what the hell to do. And by the way, what would you do? And what if the other couple doesn't want the baby? In other words, white people with a black baby, and they love the baby, and they say, we'll take care of it. We'll do everything we do to take care of it. But they have to go find the other couple because that's their baby. And if the other couple wants the baby, they'll say, well, we'll give it to her. Where the hell's our baby? I mean, what a mess.
Yeah.
Oh, my
that's
God.
A lawsuit,
and they
baby,
love they're willing to take care of the baby. I mean, it's just, oh, my. I mean,
you kind of get attached to it,
Well, feeding and I'll tell you what, I did all the night feedings and all the diaper changes because I was in grad school and I was up studying, so my wife could sleep. Well, I did.
Bring this story back to you.
I did all the diaper changes, and these were with real safety pins too, by the way, and cloth diapers. None of this tape stuff, and all the overnight feedings and warming up the bottles and the stove and all that other stuff. And
where did all those billions of safety pins go to? Now that
I don't know where they are. I haven't seen one in years.
What happened to them?
That's a good question. Flounder, we got one more Flounder's Funny coming up here shortly before we say goodbye for the weekend. We'll see if we got a little something.
She comes into my office, middle of the afternoon. We'll just stop and go, Daddy, can I talk to you for a second? I'm like, yeah, what's up? She goes, I just want you to know I love you. Yeah. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I love you. And she's like, no. I love you so much. I'm like, I love you so much. And she's like, no. I love you more than brownies. I was like... Thank you. I love you more than gluten-free brownies. What do you say?
By the way, the Babylon Bee says Republicans are warned that passing the voter ID law could ruin the plan to hand Congress to Democrats in November, and a judge has tried to stop part of it. More of that coming up next week. Here we go again. In the meantime, boys, have a great weekend. Stay warm, stay cool, have a happy time. Hi to Miss Veronica. In the meantime, Christine, sing me home, baby, because I got to go. You're killing me. Hey, Grover, East Grover, it's 1 potato, 2 potato. Look out, Herb. Look out, stand by.
The Kimmer Show is live on your ride home on WFOM and W292 EV Marietta on Dickey Broadcasting Station, Extra 106.3.
The deadline hours away. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. Despite an agreement in the Senate, there will be a partial government shutdown at midnight after a package of bills was passed in the House was blocked in the Senate.
Democrats withdrew their support from the spending package after the killing of Alex Pretty. They insisted on reforms for ICE that includes body cams and no roving patrols. But the maneuver forces a partial government shutdown. It also tees up a discussion about the border and immigration.
Fox's chat program at the Capitol. The Senate now has a new agreement that would fund most of the government until September and the Department of Homeland Security for 2 weeks, which will allow lawmakers to talk about any changes to ICE. Demonstrations in Minneapolis, South Carolina, New York City, Philadelphia, and many other cities after last weekend's shooting death of Alex Pretty by immigration officers.
The National Shutdown Day calling for no school, no work, no shopping.
Fox's Brooke Taylor in Minneapolis. The Justice Department has opened a federal civil rights investigation into Pretty's killing. Former CNN anchor Don Lemon charged with federal civil rights crimes after he covered an anti-ICE protest that disrupted a church service in St. Paul earlier this month. Lemon was taken into custody in Los Angeles this morning. Actress Jane Fonda was in court in support of Lemon.
They arrested the wrong Don.
Another independent journalist and 2 protesters were arrested in Minnesota. Lemon had said that he had no affiliation with the group that went into the church and that he was there as a solo journalist covering the protesters.